Going through with the bumps on the face there, both of them, one on the forehead, one on the cheek.
Well, I thought this was as good as a shot, Jordan.
Absolutely, and then all of a sudden Pat Nash, Tom Ross with a good.
But what he mustn't do, Jordan, is get overconfident now because you'll get tagged, and he's just been tagged there. And then again he's put down. That looks a bad knock on the eye.
Yeah.
He can't take another punch on that. Does that affect your tactics when you're protecting something? You know, when you don't want to get hit on it again and you're protecting it?
All I can ever speak on from glove boxing is the cuts, and I did get a fair few of them. I've got a lot of scar tissue around my eyes, and I was one of the last of the generation where fights got stopped regardless of who was winning. If you got stopped by a cut, you lost the fight. The law got changed while I was fighting, but when you're fighting to protect the cut, there's so much that goes through your mind, and you lose focus on the tactics, and you're more worried about, I'm going to lose here, I'm going to get stopped, is it going to go to the cards? It does give you a lot to think about rather than just being able to relax and fight. But that looks so bad, the damage on his face. His face has
just
changed,
keeps swelling up, doesn't it?
Hasn't it, Mike?
I'm just wondering whether Jordan will focus on trying to hit it again.
Oh, good shot.
Overhand right a couple of times by Nash. Late flurry as this round ticks down. Takedown, not a knockdown.
He's breathing heavy though, Mike.
And he grabbed his left hand as he was getting up. I don't know if he fell awkwardly, but look at how perfect this punch is. Bam! Right up the middle. That lead uppercut, Paul and Tom, in a good overhand right by Pat Nash, but that lead uppercut is a huge risk-reward punch, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that right hand that we just saw at the end there from Pat Nash, I think that hurt his hand when it landed. You saw the reaction.
Yep.
Listen, you can see him holding his hand in the corner.
A good point. A good point. We've seen it many times. A good shot can actually injure your hand and you can't continue. It's especially the close. If the fist is not fully closed, you're going to hurt yourself.
That's why I respect him so much.
Yeah.
You have a lot of success, but then your hand's gone.
Do you not fancy it?
It's in any form of combat I would fancy, but it's whether you want to actually put yourself through that at my age. I'm no spring chicken now.
24?
Backwards.
Very nice.
Reversing.
Very nice. Have a look at that eye of Pat Nash. That orbital could be damaged.
I think the doctor's saying no. But he's now asking the fight if it's over.
It is all over. Jordan Ward, 2-0 inside the Trigon.
I have no complaints with that.
No.
Just when you see the bruise and the bumps and the swelling start like that, it'll be sore tomorrow.
Well, Mike made the point earlier about the organisation's safety record. It's excellent, Mike, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And as Paul can attest to, and you as well, Tom, is, all right, maybe it's not broken yet. It's on the verge of great damage, though. That next punch could break the orbital, and that is a debilitating injury.
Exactly. Yeah. It's always better one shot, two less.
Yes, great point. Great point. Pat Nash, as tough as they come, but that big uppercut, we saw it on the replay, the difference in this matchup. First setback in over 2 years for Pat Nash, 2-0 here in BKB for Jordan Ward. Still to come, our main card, headlined by Paulie Malignaggi and Tyler Goodjohn. Scott McHugh back in action against Joe Fitzpatrick, both BKB title contenders. Ricky Wright gathering the numbers, and he has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight was called to a halt at the end of round 2. For your winner by TKO, Flash Jordan Ward!
Gareth A. Davies will visit with Flash Jordan, going to his corner, saying thank you. They are proud, and they should be.
I am here with Flash Jordan Ward. What a brilliant performance. You recognised early on that Pat Nash had decided on a counter-punching, evasive tactic, and you took advantage of it in the first round.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, we've been working on stuff like that, being Simon up, so we've already sussed what was going on, so yeah, I'm happy to get the win.
You pressured him in the first round, you hurt him badly. It was a terrific performance, Jordan. Is that one of your best performances in the Trigon or in bare knuckle?
It was the last one was a better performance, I'd say. It was more technical, but I don't know, I don't think I really switched on enough yet. I think I was just slowly getting into it, I don't know.
Did you know you were targeting his head after that hematoma came up, but did you realise he'd broken his right hand on your head?
I didn't know he broke his hand, I didn't know, well, it went blurry, and my eye went blurry. I thought, fucking, I don't know. But yeah, I'm happy now, happy with the win.
You're both like a ding-dong, and you really produced a ding-dong there tonight and stopped it.
You give the dong. So, yeah, it was fun.
You got the dong, we give it the ding. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Flash Jordan Ward.
Just say happy birthday to my nephew who passed away today as well. I knew he passed away today, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday. Rest in peace, nephew.
Blessings, rest in peace. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jordan Ward, and love and prayers to his nephew who left us way too young. Jordan Ward, of all the prelims, Amari Grant, we didn't know what we were going to see, but Jordan Ward, we are seeing improvement.
You called it as well, you know, the broken.
Yep.
You called that the wrist. You said that, Mike, and you were spot on. He was in trouble from that moment, Pat Nash. But all the opponent, you can't afford as a fighter to worry about that. You just battle on. And fair play to Jordan. Jordan is getting better with each show. He didn't rate his performance tonight.
Right.
But he was up against a better opponent than the last one he beat. So, for me, I think he's looking the part now, Flash Jordan. Excellent performance.
And Paul, that's the type of fighter you want to train, is the one who is already looking in the mirror at himself and saying, I can be better. That excites you when he walks into the gym the next day, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I want to see him again also. I say this all the time with fighters in the gym. You can have people around you saying, great, great, great. But if you work on your faults, work on the things that you do wrong, you're going to improve as a fighter, and you can only get better. And I would like to see him again. I'd love to see Flash Jordan again.
The women started it in style, didn't they, Tom? The women did. That first fight.
Well, they set the tone.
Yeah, it's a
they
great
set the tone for the
Absolutely.
night. And to be fair, I'm risking it now, but I think this is the best prelims we've ever had.
Yep, absolutely.
Do you not think?
I would agree.
The best prelims we've had.
With Tom Ross and Paul Smith, we will be here all night. We will present you with our main card. And, of course, Paulie Malignaggi. What happened here, buddy?
I had surgery on the shoulder. I've had an old shoulder problem for a while, and they finally got me in and were able to clean it up, fix it up, and switch a few things around in here so I can hopefully have less pain.
Yes, be honest, all you've done is got you out the washing up.
I wasn't getting out to this
hanging by a thread.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Exactly. So you know.
But how about this guy? You know, surgery on Thursday, sitting next to us 2 days later.
But that's how he fought.
Right?
I mean, it's hard to talk about somebody as him. His strength was he never ever knew when he was beaten, or didn't believe he was beaten. What he could be. We've seen it before. He could be 9 rounds down and still win the fight because of his between his ears.
Yep.
And the mental fortitude is so important in boxing.
And we're going to see that tested as we take a look at our entire main card. Still to come, Alex Wilson and Danny Worsfold. Interesting matchup, along with Gibbs and Carroll making their debut. Obviously, Reese Murray, Jack Dugdale, Aaron McCallum, the Baron has looked great. Liam Howell is excited. But Danny Worsfold, and you were here, Paul. He said, if I lost my last fight, I'm retiring. And we kidded him about it in the fighter interviews. He goes, yeah, until they called me and they said I could fight and I'm going to get paid. And yeah, that's what it is, right?
And he's got a relaxed attitude. So relaxed, he'll want to fight anybody. He don't care.
And then in our featured matchups, McHugh and Fitzpatrick. Now, Fitzpatrick coming up in weight to fight a fellow legend like Scott McHugh, but Scott McHugh fighting at home, you know what that's about, Paul.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. It can be a major positive, but it can also be a negative if you let it get to you too much. You have to stay relaxed. You have to use it as fuel and not pressure.
And remember, when he last fought for BKB, it was in Leeds.
Yep.
And he got beat.
Both of them in title fights.
So I think it does get to you when the pressure of all your fans and fighting for your hometown. I think you've got to be a clever man if you can put that out of your mind.
And then Martinjak trying to become a 2-division champion against a very positive and a very good bridgerweight champion in Dan Podmore. And a quick thought before we get ready for the main card on your former training partner, the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be very interesting to see how he is. He's obviously an exceptional fighter with the gloves on. How he will be without the gloves on will be interesting, because Tyler Goodjohn is also a really good, very effective fighter without the gloves on. Probably better without the gloves on than he was with the gloves on. With all due respect to him, he's a really nice lad. He's an eccentric character, and this game needs characters like this. I'm really looking forward to that fight.
You've just summed it up. We've got Paulie is a boxer who can scrap, and Tyler is a scrapper who can box.
Yeah.
Total mix of styles. I can't wait for it.
And don't let the whole bad boy thing fool you. Tyler Goodjohn has been nothing
He's a gentleman.
but class.
Yeah, he's a gentleman.
And he's looking forward to it. But before we
Another one that's
sign
retiring.
off, before we sign off here on our prelims, the best line was Paulie Malignaggi yesterday at the weigh-ins. I'm not from the yipster, yuppie, Brooklyn. I'm from old Brooklyn. Tyler, don't forget that. I've done this many times before. It's an honor to fight you. That will come later in our main event of the evening. Stick around.
Saturday, October 18th, the Magic Man is back. Former 2-division boxing world champion Paulie Malignaggi makes his Trigon debut against British bare-knuckle bad boy Tyler El Tornado Goodjohn from the Planet Ice Arena in Leeds, England. Co-headlining the BKB 47 card will be a matchup of BKB champions, as Super Cruiserweight champ Marvelous Martinjak moves up to the Bridgerweight division to challenge the reigning champion Dan Podmore in hopes of becoming BKB's next 2-division champion. Plus, Leeds' own bare-knuckle boxing Hall of Famer Scott McHugh looks to impress in front of his home crowd when he takes on fellow title contender Joe Fitzpatrick. Don't miss the action on this historic card. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information.
I'm ready. Duke Rufus was more than a coach. He was a mentor, innovator, and a true architect of modern striking. His dedication to the craft of Muay Thai and MMA transformed fighters into champions, known for his relentless work ethic, strategic mind, and unwavering belief in his fighters. Duke leaves a legacy that goes far beyond titles and accolades. Duke Rufus, gone way too young, 55 years old.
Fighting out of Middleton, by way of Manchester, England, Chris the Machine Carroll!
Welcome to the Mighty Trigon, the smallest fighting surface in combat sports, where 90% of our fights end with a knockout. Featuring the biggest roster in the sport, we showcase the best bare knuckle action from around the globe. This is BKB, Bare Knuckle Boxing.
British city of Leeds is in the combat world spotlight tonight as the mighty Trigon is inside Planet Ice for BKB 47. Our main event features the former two-time world champion, the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, who is back to battle one of bare knuckles' most talented bad boys, Tyler Goodjohn. Co-main event is for the BKB Bridgerweight World Championship as Dan Podmore looks to defend and Martinjak looks to become BKB's second two-division world champion. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Goldberg. Welcome to a very special night for BKB. You know, when the passion is reignited and the fire still burns, you don't dismiss those strong emotions. You go back to what you love the most. And for Paulie Malignaggi, his love has always been boxing, and he's very good at it. So why not go at it once again? The Magic Man is back and set to fight Tyler Goodjohn in our main event of the evening. Let's first talk about Paulie Malignaggi, two-time world champion with the gloves on. Absolutely as talented as any fighter we have ever seen. He's intense, he is ready. His trainers say his speed is unlike it's ever been. Tyler Goodjohn calls tonight an absolute honor. He also said tonight is his night as he looks to defeat the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi. Tyler Goodjohn with a very good gloved background as well. Cannot wait for this fight. The Magic Man returns, and Big Pod, Dan Podmore, the most called out fighter in bare knuckle boxing present day, looks to defend his Bridgerweight belt for the second time against the man that he considers the best pound for pound fighter in the world, the emperor of bare knuckle, marvelous Marco Martinjak. 12 career wins, all by way of knockout, 7 of those coming in the very first round. Triple M is ready to go, and so are we. Sit back, relax, and I say to Ricky Wright, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome viewers from around the world, this is BKB 47, Pride and Punishment, brought to you by Vortex Competition, Sub Pro, and BoxRec, the heartbeat of combat sports data. And we are live from the fighting city of Leeds. BKB presents 5 rounds in the super middleweight division and is sponsored by Vortex Competitions. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the black shorts, weighing in at 165.6 pounds. Tonight he makes his debut, fighting out of Middleton by way of Manchester, England, the Machine, Chris Carroll. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the black shorts, weighing in at 165 pounds. He is also making his debut from Holyhead, Wales, Ryan Gibbs. Over to our referee, Clive Allison.
Our tale of the tape for this, our first fight of the night, is brought to you by Vortex Competitions. 34-year-old Ryan Gibbs, 35-year-old Chris Carroll. It is Gibbs who will have a 4.5-inch reach advantage. We are set to get things underway. Mike Goldberg, Paul Smith, Tom Ross. Here we go. Both men making their professional bare knuckle and Trigon debuts. Ryan Gibbs in the black trunks, black with a little sequence, and white for Chris the Machine Carroll.
Of all the fighters we've talked to, Mike, Chris Carroll said nothing fancy. I'm just going to smash him to bits.
Yeah,
Venom. That's it.
He said Venom. He thrives on violence, Paul.
You can see it also. Both fighters came out straight away, missed with a shot and landed with a big clash of heads. Carried on like nothing had happened. They're both up for it. They're both game. Both look very similar, which is making our job a little more difficult.
Exactly.
Also.
Now, why does it's a little stripe on Chris Carroll? You got to look at the blue and red wrap.
There's a clue for you. Carroll's name's on his shorts, Paul.
Thank you. Thank you.
But they are look-alike as well.
Blood from the left eye also of Gibbs.
And Gibbs, kids' names, son Alfie 12, daughter Lila 10 on his shorts, and his daughter 10 years old is ringside tonight.
Interesting, we talked about fighters and what they say. He didn't say to us, Mike, I hope I become a world champ. He said, I will become a world champ. That's what Ryan Gibbs said. Not I hope to, I will.
Yep.
I mean, I love that mentality.
He said it won't even take long if the matchmakers go off on my ability. Good battle early.
Nice shot there.
Good fight, this.
Good way to get things started.
Lovely left hook, good shot.
Lovely left hook.
He tagged him when he was down as well. A referee might have a word about that. Both have got blood on their face.
Ryan Gibbs scores the knockdown.
No settling into the fight with this one.
No, not at all.
Straight into it, straight away. Landed really heavy shots.
Well, they might have to get home early.
Ryan Gibbs traveling about 5 hours a day to train under Adrian Sheeran in Wales with Ashley Williams, Ash Bash, Callum Skane, Corey Williams, Big Troy Palmer, Ashley Brace.
And
Said it's worth it.
You know who else has just joined training with Adrian as of the last week? Barry Jones.
Oh my goodness, the Welsh wrecking machine. Chris Carroll led by Seamus Devlin, who we saw earlier in the Trigon. Great man, great coach, long, and utilized his jab brilliantly in his victory, as Gibbs trying to come on late in the round as well. Good start. First round knockdown scored by Ryan Gibbs.
What a first round.
Yeah.
Wow. How do they keep that up for 5 rounds at 3 minutes?
Really good start to the round here. Big right hand from Carroll, but I think Gibbs obviously with the knockdown has come on stronger in that round.
I thought Gibbs looked like he started Gibbs looked, he was behind a little bit. Carroll started the tougher.
Then that knockdown changed everything, didn't it? Lovely shot there, right uppercut, left hook.
Somebody said to us before, define bare knuckle. You never know.
You just never know. It was a nice shot. It was a bit of an accumulation of a couple of earlier shots which had the effect in the knockdown there. The facial damage you can see.
Set for the start of round number 2. Ryan Gibbs, black with his children's name on his trunks. Chris Carroll, the black and white, little sequence. My late mom did those shorts. She was the fashion.
Was she a stylist?
Oh yeah. And she thought everything she wore looked good. And you know, as a good son, who's going to argue with mom?
Who's going to argue with your mom?
Right.
Nobody.
She might have dressed in the dark once or twice. What a battle. Both men landing. I'll tell you what.
Oh, good shot from Carroll.
I was just going to say how accurate Gibbs is, and then Chris Carroll comes firing away.
Such a good fight.
You can see Gibbs has got the boxer style, though, hasn't he? He's got the stance, he's got the movement, he's got everything.
Some really nice shots. So I'm slipping inside, little uppercuts here and there. Really classy, good to watch. But then back comes Carroll.
And Chris Carroll said, I'm done with MMA. He's eager to compete in the Trigon bare knuckle. He did talk about the fact that he knows, Paul, that Gibbs has those great boxing skills that we're seeing.
Yeah, and we are seeing him at the moment. And I think that's just what's edging the fight for him as well as the knockdown, obviously. But as you say, you can never write anyone off in this bare knuckle boxing.
Remember, Gibbs represented Wales as well.
Yes.
In the Nations Cup. I mean, he's a quality boxer. But he's shown he's got the bare knuckle grit and determination and heart as well tonight.
Yeah, he said the fight style is one that cannot be taught. Yeah. And then he added havoc. Great start to what is an historic night for BKB with the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, in our main event of the evening.
Gibbs has managed to get that boxer's technique aligned with bare knuckle, the necessary bare knuckle toughness. Wonderful to watch. Using the jab as the rangefinder.
He looks tired now, Carroll. Looks really tired. Shot landed before also from Gibbs, and you've seen the face on Carroll change completely. It looked like it broke him a little bit. Looks tired now.
You know in a fight, don't you, when you're in trouble? Do you know when you're in trouble?
Yeah, but you've got it. That's where you need that poker face, and you have to have a good poker face.
Not let him know.
Not let him know at all. No. Hold inside, put your head on his shoulder, and then let it out. But you don't show him in there. You show him in there. That's very important to him to know that he's hurt you. You've got to not show him it.
This is what BKB bare knuckle is all about. Little look from both fighters, staring down to see how those poker faces are, right, Paul?
Yeah. This is where you let the poker face out, though. The minute you sit down in the corner, then you can breathe and you can finally show your true emotion.
Right.
But listen, we talk about the late great Ricky Hatton. He was one of the best for it. You have a poker face, you don't change no matter what. If it's going great, you keep the same. If you're going bad, you keep the same face. Try not to let your opponent see it of all people. And I felt in that round there, Carroll took a couple of shots and just showed that he was feeling the effects of it. He looks a little bit tired to me. He needs a second win to kick in now, in my opinion.
Does Gibbs look really accomplished, doesn't he?
He does.
What he looks to me, for a guy making his debut, it looks like he's been bare knuckle boxing for a long time. He's comfortable.
(24-1) in white-collar boxing. Ryan Gibbs showcasing those skills so far in our first fight of the night in the super middleweight division. Chris Carroll, corner getting scolded a bit by Clive Ellison. Here we go. Round number 3. Ryan Gibbs scoring the knockdown in round number 1. Chris Carroll with a nice combination to start off round number 3. Paul, you covered this closely. You watch it. You love it. You don't want to do it, which I respect. But to see the evolution of bare knuckle competitors showcasing boxing skills is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. I've always said if I was to do this, I wouldn't want to wait around. So you're probably going to get the best round of your life.
Yep.
And I will be either go for it early or end it early. But things happen in there. You take a shot and you realise you're a tough fighter. So 3 rounds go by and you realise this fella in front of me is as tough as me.
Yep.
And then you're still going 3 rounds later and the facial damage comes in, which we see. This is a totally different fight than obviously the first 20 seconds of it. Both fighters are cut. As we see in most fights, we see a lot of facial damage because of the no gloves. And then it's about toughness, then it's about heart, then it's about fitness and who desire and who wants it more, and as well as the skill and the ability. That's what makes this sport fascinating. It's the most old school gladiatorial way of settling a dispute, and we're seeing it right in front of us at the moment.
And remember, they're in the biggest lie detector in the world.
You got that right, Tom.
Exactly. Yep. There's no hiding place in there. That's what I'm saying about a poker face. You can try and hide it, but ultimately it's going to show. There's no hiding place in that ring, or the trigon.
We see that switch stance being utilized by Chris Carroll. He believes destiny has brought him here. He's always been a journeyman, wants to make his name without the gloves on. And a good start to our first fight of the night. Gibbs with the early lead with the 10-8 in round number 1. Bit of a push there, no knockdown.
Gibbs' right eye is swelling up badly as well underneath.
Carroll using that push, try to catch his breath a little bit.
Ooh.
Chris Carroll's face is beat
yeah.
up badly. Ryan Gibbs trying to take advantage here, perhaps finish the fight.
I have to say, Mike, lesser fighters than Carroll's heart would have gone down by now.
Oh, no
Absolutely.
question. And that's what you just talked about, Paul.
Exactly, it's the toughness. The average man on the street, he's not staying in this fight, and he's giving him a standing count here, Clive. I think it's a good thing to do because he's feeling this here.
That's why they say never underestimate the power of desire over ability.
It is all over.
That's really good from Clive, that.
Ryan Gibbs victorious in his bare knuckle debut inside the mighty Trigon. Came out firing. Chris Carroll fired back, but in the end, Ryan Gibbs overwhelms the machine and leaves with his arm raised in this England versus Wales matchup to get us started. The jab.
He looks exhausted, doesn't he, Carroll, in the corner now. We're watching these images and this action from earlier in the round. Big left hook there, walked right into it, Carroll. Tough as anything to be able to take these shots.
If we had a statistical board right now, Tom and Paul, it would show a high level of accuracy for Ryan Gibbs.
That's what we've been saying from the start of the night, haven't we? Just hit the target.
He looks.
Yeah.
He looks the man who's made the perfect transition from a glove boxer to bare knuckle, using both skills to its advantage. I think he looks tremendous.
And then Clive Allison right here.
I thought it was a nice touch of Clive there,
yes,
giving him the standing count, because he was giving him the option sort of to see what he had left, and he didn't have anything left because he was just physically exhausted, mentally broken and mentally beaten, and there's no shame in that, by the way. That was a really good fight to watch.
Our official decision is coming up next. Ryan Gibbs with a great debut performance inside the Trigon. Let's get it inside the mighty Trigon to Ricky Wright.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Clive Allison called to stop the action at 2 minutes and 48 seconds of round number 3. For your winner by TKO, Ryan Gibbs.
Ryan Gibbs will visit with Gareth A. Davies.
Ryan Gibbs, a word first of all in an incredible fight for your opponent, Chris Carroll.
No matter what your question was going to be, I was just going to say massive admiration to Chris Carroll. What a boy. What a boy. That wasn't anything like I expected. I don't know what I was thinking. I obviously didn't fucking think clear, because that was so much more than what I was expecting. And next time I'll be prepared.
You delivered a masterclass of brutality, beautiful brutality there. Uppercuts, check hooks, jabs, footwork. You broke him up by the third round. You knocked him down. You are built for this.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've been doing this since I was a little boy. I've been forced to do this since I was a kid against my will. Now I do it for will.
Incredibly, 10 years ago, the story here for you, in a car crash, you broke your neck and they said you may never even walk again. So 10 years later, you're on a second life.
Yeah, 100%. You never take no. You just keep grinding, keep working, and just keep hopeful. You got to stay positive. I don't believe in anybody can tell you can't do anything. I think everything's achievable for anyone.
It's maybe jumping the gun, but you've told us that you're going to be a world champion at 12 stone at super middleweight. We know who's out there, the number one, Nelson, Smash Nelson. You're not quite there yet, but you've told us you're coming here not to take part, but to take over.
100%. I'm not sure whether this is the weight for me. Very hard to make this weight, but maybe I'll have to go up. But we'll see what options are available when I'm ready, as you say. I'm brand new to bare knuckle.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the brilliant Ryan Gibbs.
Congratulations to Ryan Gibbs. Looks spectacular in his bare knuckle debut, showcasing those great skills. Mike Goldberg, Tom Ross, Paul Smith here Trigon side tonight. Paul, it's great to have you back. Have you met Tom before?
I've certainly met Tom. He's offered me a fight a couple of times as well, and I'm terrified of him.
I've seen him fight a few times as well, by the way.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed. He would have been the perfect bare knuckle boxer.
Hey, Paulie's 44. You're 42.
Yeah.
So Tom asked you during the prelims if you'll do it. You said you're too old. So, Paulie, your old training partner's working against you here, Paul.
I went in to see him before and wish him all the best, and you know it's dawning on him. I think in there that this is happening again because we're not getting younger, obviously. You know, but what I've noticed with BKB. There's a lot of the fellas that are in the mid to late 30s also, and they're managing it and they're doing it well because it's not the same as the glove boxing. You're not taking as much damage in. I know that sounds silly with the facial damage, but you're taking a prolonged 12 3-minute rounds of punches to the head, and in this it's totally
brain
different.
Damage.
Yeah, it's totally different in this, and I'm watching it, and it's fascinating. This is how every fight that has probably ever happened starts, on your feet with your hands in front of you.
You fought some courageous people, haven't you? You fought people with courage. But this is genuine, raw courage. This is. To get in there and do that. I mean, that's why you see them both fighters kneeling down, hugging each other. Yeah. Because how can you hate somebody whose dreams are the same as yours?
No, the respect levels are huge.
And we saw Paul and Tom with MMA when it first started. Everybody said, oh, the blood, it's more dangerous. But no. Because you don't have the constant damage to the head. Hey, respect to pro glove. It's an amazing historical sport, but the gloves were made to protect the hands, not the opponent's head.
That's a good point.
You know?
To protect the hands. This for me, I've just witnessed there, and I don't normally stick my neck out, but I think Ryan Gibbs is a real talent.
Yeah.
He's just admitted he weren't at his best, he weren't fit enough, he weren't this. If he's going to be fitter and better, we're going to be in for a treat because he's got something special to offer.
I want to see that if he's going to get better. He looked like an old veteran who looked really comfortable in there. He looked like that certainly didn't look like his first time tonight.
So let's talk about our 3 featured matchups. One is for a title. Start with Scott McHugh and Joe Fitzpatrick. Both men have fought for BKB Trigon World Championships. McHugh and Fitzpatrick. Tell us about Joe Fitzpatrick, Tom Ross.
Well, Joe Fitzpatrick, gloved, was 10-1.
Yes.
I mean, he's got all the skill you need. I wasn't sure whether when he came into this, whether he took it as serious, perhaps in terms of the training and fitness and everything. I think we'll see tonight that perhaps he's changed that attitude. But he's up against one of the veterans of the sport. From Leeds as well, by the way, Scott McHugh.
Scott McHugh is a trendsetter. He is a true pioneer to the sport. Already in the Hall of Fame, Paul.
Yeah. Listen, I hate know-it-alls. I don't like it. And if I don't know anything, I ask. And every time I've been around this, I've been asking people, what's the best fight to look out for? And everyone that's been speaking to me has mentioned Podmore against Martinjak. And it's the one that I'm looking forward to. Obviously, listen, I want to see Paulie and Tyler, but I know those two guys, so I'm qualified to speak on them. But these two, I'm not. So I've asked, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this fight. I've seen Podmore a couple of times before, and he can fight, and I'm really, really looking forward to this one. From all accounts that I've been told, this is the one to not miss.
Yep, and we will have that for the Bridgerweight belt as Big Pod looks to defend again, or Marco looks to join Smash as a 2-division world champion here inside the mighty Trigon. We talked about Scott McHugh fighting here at home. Well, all the royalty is out to watch tonight's big night including the Leeds Warrior, Josh Warrington, two-time featherweight world champion, IBF featherweight champion not once, but twice, known for fighting in front of huge electric home crowds here in Leeds. So how perfect is it that he is in attendance tonight? The Leeds Warrior, Josh Warrington. Duke Rufus was more than a coach. He was a mentor, innovator, and a true architect of modern striking. His dedication to MMA transformed fighters into champions, known for his relentless work ethic, strategic mind, and unwavering belief in his fighters. Duke leaves a legacy that goes far beyond titles and accolades. Duke Rufus, gone way too young, 55 years old. Take a look at Jack Dugdale, one smack Jack, making his Trigon debut, but he's already 4-1 in his bare knuckle career. Trains under Seamus Devlin, much like we saw a moment ago with Chris Carroll. Just fought June 28th, a couple of months ago, and scored a first-round knockout.
Interesting, Mikey, as well. He's got this, he's found God, he's a born-again Christian.
Yep.
And he correlates beating somebody up with that. It's a strange, but he explained it to us, Mike, didn't he? You know, it's like
perfectly.
a God-given talent.
Yep.
I think he has the best nickname in BKB.
Oh, I love that, right? Yeah.
The best?
Yeah.
The best
One smack Jack.
One smack Jack. Love it.
And now would you please welcome his opponent from Nottingley, West Yorkshire, England, Reese Too Sharp Marie.
Speed, footwork, power. We talked about Scott McHugh and the fact that he has worked with him on and off for years. He just pointed to his shirt. His best friend, Kyle Gregg, he lost way too young, much like we just talked about. The great Duke Rufus always has Kyle's name on his shirt. 31 white-collar boxing battles, victorious in 28 of those. Loves to fight, says good luck to his opponent, Jack Dugdale. Greatest influences, his granddad, who has passed, and Grandma Margaret, age 86.
Interesting, Mike. This, obviously, from America, this is the Battle of the Roses.
Yep.
This is the Red Rose of Lancashire, Burnley, against the White Rose of Yorkshire. That is big in this country. They're they will have a battle. They won't admit it. And today already, we've had the Battle of the Roses in football, in soccer, where Burnley beat the Yorkshire team Leeds. So already they're one up. Can we have an equaliser from the Yorkshire side?
We could. And Paul Smith is one up on the Leeds Warrior because he was on the undercard of one of your fights.
Yeah, I'm claiming that one. Yeah, Josh Warrington, who's a lovely lad, by the way. I really like him and got a lot of time for him. A great boxing champion. He fought on my undercard in Germany when I fought for the world title against Arthur Abraham, and his fans are rowdy, to say the least, from Leeds. They love getting behind their own in Leeds, don't they?
Absolutely. I worked his fight here at Elland Road. He fought Lee Selby for the title. I watched him here, Warrington. He's got phenomenal support in this part of the world. Phenomenal.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight matchup brought to you by Subpro Health. 32-year-old against 32-year-old. Reese Murray, 2-inch reach and height advantage. The Battle of the Roses, as Tom Ross just taught me. White and red, and here is Ricky Wright.
Live from Leeds, BKB presents 5 rounds in the middleweight division and is sponsored by Subpro. This is Lancashire versus Yorkshire. This is the Battle of the Roses. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the black, white and stars and stripes. Weighing in at 156.6 pounds. His record 4 wins and 1 defeat. From Burnley, Lancashire, England, one smack, Jack Dugdale. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the blue shorts, weighing in at 154.8 pounds. His record 6 wins, 4 defeats and 1 draw. From Nottingley, West Yorkshire, England, Reese Touchard. Your referee in charge of the action, Ian John Lewis.
Ian John Lewis, our referee. 6th bare knuckle fight for one smack Jack. He has never been out of the first round. Reese Murray looking for his first win inside the mighty Trigon.
Mike, you two have fought in the ring. Reese has come in, he's jumping, he's getting the crowd at it, he's bouncing. Is he too excited? Is he overexcited? Can you come in too hyped up?
We'll find out, right, Paul?
Yeah, he could be. There's always a risk. There's always a risk of starting too fast, of being too amped, too fired up and walking onto a shot. Jack Dugdale looks really calm and relaxed.
Reese working the body early. Reese Murray in the blue trunks, black and white stars and stripes for Jack Dugdale. 4-1. Finished in his lone loss, as I mentioned. Finished all 4 wins. Everything within the first couple of minutes. Reese he's been amped up. He's been excited about this one. He said he's really worked hard and he just landed a nice lead left hook.
He's got great boxing ability as well. He was English champion. I mean, he's got boxing ability with a great toughness, and he's such a likeable guy as well. Yep. You know, he takes every defeat personally. He works so hard in the gym, and he looks as if he's at it tonight.
Listen, what you have to remember, though, for Dugdale, good boxing ability doesn't mean anything to him because of his last win that he had in the first round against Frankie Gavin, world amateur champion. You know, not many better boxers in amateur boxing, especially from this country, than Frankie Gavin. But obviously he's shown, and I don't mean any disrespect to Frankie, it's a different sport. And
I know Frankie well.
Yeah, a lot of the boxers are going to struggle in this. I do agree with that.
Technically gifted, but bare knuckle wasn't for him. And Mikey's made that point many, many times. Yes. Bare knuckles not for everybody.
No, I agree totally.
And these two men have sparred before, and both very respectful of each other. They said, Jack said of Reese in the sparring, he said, we've sparred before, it's a proper 50-50. And I think that's what we're seeing thus far.
Correct.
Former UK, BKB, British bantamweight champion, Reese Murray. This is his 12th bare knuckle fight.
I'm so used to the gloved commentary. I'm calling every single cut, and I'm going to waste a lot of time doing it tonight in the BKB.
Hey, as long as you're having fun, as long as the three of us are having fun, we hope everybody at home is feeling the same way. Long, good combination by Reese Murray. Jack Dugdale, hands down.
Does it make it difficult, more difficult when you're sparred with somebody when you get in the ring? Do they know your moves?
It can, but usually it removes that feeling out process, and we get a better fight usually. Yeah. Sometimes it can have a negative effect because they know each other well.
And what have they done, Paul, since those sparring sessions? That's the key too, exactly. Right?
Yep. Yeah. Listen, sometimes in sparring sessions you won't show it all. Right. You will hold a little bit back.
They sparred with 16-ounce gloves. Jack said he actually beat me. Round one in the books. Early on, man, when they get you that equilibrium, Paul Smith, with that lead left hook around the ear and then straight up the middle, that's set up, Tom, by the hook first and then the jab down the middle.
Absolutely, but remember as well, Reese, last time out, was very unhappy with himself. I've seen a more determined Reese Murray tonight, a really focused and determined Reese Murray. He was very angry with the defeat last time, if you remember, down in Cardiff, yep. I think it was.
Yep.
Or Bristol, yep.
When you mention those shots up high, yep. On the top of the head or the side of the head, I always aimed above the ear.
You did?
Always, but that with gloves on.
Yeah.
I think in this sport you probably won't be able to do that. But if I can hit anyone high up on the head, especially when you can punch, you're going to get more of a reaction out to the legs. The whole head's a target.
Round number 2. Reese, 2 sharp Murray, blue trunks. Jack, 1 smack Jack Dugdale, black and white, stars and stripes. Mouthpiece, oops, gonna need that, Reese. Gum shield, sorry guys, gum shield.
It did feel though last time Joe beat him. Joe
Morgan.
Joe beat him first round, but he felt that the decision to stop the fight was wrong, and he angered him. I spoke to him afterwards.
Yep.
But tonight I was just saying, he's so focused. Look at him. He's focused. He knows what he's doing. He's come back even more determined. He's on the back of 2 defeats, by the way.
Yes, looking for his first victory inside the Trigon in his fight with Smudger Smith. He broke his right hand.
Yeah.
That's how that one ended.
Which is easy done in this sport.
Yeah. And the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, is such a great fan of all sports. His favorite sport is actually football, soccer. Yes. Loves his hockey. But the minute I saw a Joe Morgan on our card in Bolton, I text Paulie, I go, the big red machine is back. The Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, exactly. The ice, right? Yeah, got it.
Yep. Accidental eye poke. Yeah. There it is.
The referee can give him time now to...
Yes, 5 minutes.
And the referee's having a little word, John Lewis. Very experienced referee, you know. Yeah.
He's refereed me a couple of times in the professional ring. Yeah,
he said that. He told us that was the highlight of his career.
I don't know about that.
Well, I thought last time Paul worked with us was the highlight, and now today.
I'm loving this.
I can't wait till this is over, till we persuade him to have a crack at this.
Maybe we get the whole family on the card.
I'm telling you now, a couple of my brothers are very interested in this.
I have no doubt.
They definitely are.
It's like the Earp brothers. They are Wyatt Earp and his brothers. This lot.
Wyatt. Showing our ages now, aren't we?
Yep.
By the way, Wyatt, of course, came from Dudley near Birmingham. Big American icon as a marshal, but he left England, born in Dudley near Birmingham.
I did not know that.
This is the information part.
Well, I know. This is where I utilized the 2 and not the 1, the 2 ears and not the 1 mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
You can learn a lot from Tom. Much of it
nonsense.
Pretty useless, but yeah, you can learn a lot. The battle continues, and the accidental
He's caught him again.
Yeah. We see it in MMA, unfortunately, and I think you see it.
He's still got his hands open now, though, hasn't
exactly. But Paul, as you can attest to, in MMA you've got the MMA gloves, but a lot of guys didn't compete in gloves. When your hands are gloved, you don't have to worry about it because your fingers aren't going anywhere, right?
Yeah. And when you're boxing, it is best to keep your hands relaxed until you're ready to impact. And a lot of boxers do that. Also, when you block with boxing gloves on, you open the palm up to make the surface area of the glove bigger to protect your face with, which I used to do also. So I think I would struggle with this also when you reach it out or pour it out, as we say. You know, you reach, and ultimately the fingers are going to go in the eyes, and it is painful.
So Reese Murray says, all right, well, you're going to do that. I'm going to get my takedown, 2-point takedown of this for wrestling.
Deducted. Has he just deducted a point? I think he has. For the finger poke again.
Yep. I think he has to, even though he doesn't mean it. He's not meaning it.
There he goes, point.
If it keeps happening, there's got to be a deterrent.
Reese is from Nottingley as well in Yorkshire, which is Mark Tiffin's from there as well.
Yes.
And it's a really, really tough area to grow up. If you can't look after yourself, you're in trouble there, that's for sure.
That third one did not actually land, but a great job done by Ian John Lewis, because with the hands remaining open for Jack, he forecasted that it could happen again, the point deduction. Let's see if Jack closes those fists and looks to do some damage. Unintentional, though. 100% unintentional. But it's going to aggravate Reese Murray. It already has, and Reese is going to pour it on here.
That jab is so successful for Reese if he keeps using it. And then working off it like it's just a brilliant.
He came close with the uppercuts also, didn't he, Jim?
Just missed.
He's calling from there.
Paul Smith, you just said that he just missed with that uppercut. But the evolution again, use that jab to anywhere. Doesn't have to be the head. There's the accidental eye poke. Yeah. Yep. And this is the one that fortunately did not land. But Ian John Lewis had said, hey, hands open, point deduction.
But do you not think that if you do that, if he does that, he's influencing the referee into watching every move he makes?
Exactly. You're
That's
giving
a
him an
clever
excuse,
trick, mate. A clever trick. Oh, and Romeo Bravo's in his corner, look. Another BKB, ex-BKB fighter.
The battle continues. Reese, Too Sharp Murray in the blue trunks, black and white, stars and stripes for one smack Jack. Reese coming out firing again. Man, that jab is tight. And it's finding a home. See the swelling under the right eye of Jack Dugdale.
He's doing it again here, Dugdale. As Tom just said then, you're giving the referee a reason to
exactly.
pull you up, and there's no need to do it at the moment.
You know, as fights get later once in a while.
But there is no rule that says you can't have your hands open.
Yeah, right.
So if he doesn't touch him, the referee shouldn't really penalise him.
But when you've done it twice,
that's the thing.
Unintentional or not.
There you go. Yeah. Absolutely.
You forecast it happening again. Now, as it gets later in the fight, you say, all right, the hands are damaged. You can't make a fist anymore. But it's still dangerous. The eye poke is so dangerous in combat sports. Good body shot. thrown by Reese Murray. And again.
He's well ahead, isn't he, Mike? You reckon he's well ahead?
Digging in Mickey Ward style there.
Oh. Good body shots. That's hurt. Yeah.
He's really good body shots.
That's how Harry Gigliotti defeated Joe Fitzpatrick in Leeds last time.
The best
for the
body
title.
shot we've ever seen in BKB.
There he goes, and another one. It goes all over. Reese Murray earns his first victory inside the mighty Trigon. Body shuts the body of your opponent down. An emotional Reese Murray. Emotional with the victory with his girlfriend, Kaylee Westerman. To make this one official, here's Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian John Lewis calls off the action at 1 minute and 50 seconds of round number 3. For your winner by TKO from Yorkshire, Reese Murray.
Congratulations to the victor, Reese Murray, as he gets his first win inside the mighty Trigon. Leeds' own Scott McHugh on the card still tonight. And speaking of warriors from Leeds, Gareth is with the one, the only right now.
I am with the one and only, the Leeds warrior himself. We're going to keep Reese Murray in here for this interview. Josh Warrington is here, the two-time featherweight champion of the world. Let's hear it for Josh Warrington, everybody. Josh, just tell us what you witnessed from Reese Murray, their fellow Yorkshireman.
Do you know what? Some people say that the boxing skills is lacking a little bit in this game, but the way that Reese put them body shots together is something that the late Ricky Allen would be very proud of. The way they picked him, very good, and obviously you see with how much he ate his opponent there, so picked him really well.
Have you been to Bare Knuckle before, and what do you make of your first 3 fights? I think you arrived for the main card.
I think this is the first time I've seen it in the flesh, and it's whet my appetite already. But yeah, I'm looking after seeing this fight here. I can't wait for the main event.
So, if it's whetting your appetite, you're still a pro boxer. You're still fighting for big paydays. You're a prize fighter. Could we see you come into Bare Knuckle?
Potentially. You know, I like a fight in the phone box, and I like it up close, so, you know, never say never.
Brilliant, great to see you, Josh. A very quick word with Reese Murray. Brilliant performance tonight, sir.
2 shots back, baby. Let's fucking go!
There you go, Josh. Thank you very much. Josh Warrington, Reese Murray, ladies and gentlemen. Back to you guys on the desk.
Hey, Gareth set that up perfectly. A quick word from Too Sharp, and he summed it up quite quickly, guys, as Reese Murray earns his first victory here in BKB. We are all over the world. We are global. So let's find out where you can watch the action inside the smallest surface in combat sports.
From South Florida to South Wales, BKB continues to take over the globe. Don't miss BKB Live when it comes to your town. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for upcoming show schedules and ticket information.
Coming up next, a super welterweight confrontation between the Baron, Aaron McCallum, and the Swan, Liam Howell. You are watching BKB 47 right here, live on Vice.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your first fighter into the mighty Trigon. From Leicester, England, Liam the Swan Howell.
He has finished 3 of his 4 victories. He has faced tough competition. Liam Hall coming off a fight in Bolton against Scott McHugh. It was the fight of the night. He got his nickname while serving in the armed forces. He said, "A swan wouldn't leave me alone." But whatever nickname you're given, when you've done service for your country for 7 years, 2 tours in Afghanistan and earned a stripe, you earned it, swan or not. Liam Howell.
And now would you please welcome his opponent from Selston, by way of Nottingham, England, Aaron the Baron McCallum.
The former Mr. Great Britain, a bodybuilder for 15 years, started at age 21, has come a massive way as a bare knuckle battler in the last 2 years, Tom.
Well, he started this business because his wife nominated him. He knew nothing about it. She put him forward to fight, and he was a bad lad, let's be honest.
Yep.
People would cross the road to get away from him. Now they cross the road to say hello to him in his hometown. He is a reformed character. You saw him there. He's a born-again Christian as well. But he is an immense fighter. Never knows when he's beaten. Front foot all the time. He's a pleasure to watch.
Has my vote already because that's my favourite film, Braveheart, and it's one of the best, most iconic sounds that you can hear.
Unbelievable.
Set of his opponent, genuine guy. Unfortunately, he's in the way. It is a guaranteed war. Our tale of the tape for this super welterweight fight is brought to you by BoxRec, the heartbeat of combat sports. 39-year-old McCallum, 3 years the elder of his opponent, who will have a 5-inch reach advantage and a 2-inch height advantage. Once again, Ricky Wright.
Live from Leeds, BKB presents 5 rounds in the super welterweight division and is sponsored by BoxRec, the heart of combat sports data. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the black and orange. Weighing in at 153 pounds, his record 4 wins and 2 defeats. From Leicester, England, Liam the Swan Howell. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the purple and gold. Weighing in at 153 pounds. His record 7 wins and 6 defeats. From Selston, by way of Nottingham, England, Aaron the Baron McCallum. Your referee in charge of the action, Andy Albrighton.
Tonight's fight dedicated by Aaron McCallum to his granddad, Joe McCallum, who recently passed away. Aaron said he was the toughest of the tough, a hard act to follow. Scottish through and through. He takes him into the cage again tonight. And here we go. The Baron in the purple and gold, black and orange for the Swan, Liam Howell.
Aaron's our smallest fighter at 5 foot 5. I think he's the smallest smallest fighter we have. But he proves, without a doubt, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog.
He's actually grown since the last fight, Tom. He's 5'6" now.
Well, which tape measure did you?
What a shot. That was lovely. All of 5'6", 5'5", whatever it is. It may be over right here, right now. It's done. It is all over, just like that, for Granddad Joe. Aaron McCallum with the first round knockout.
Lovely right hands over the top. Perfect shot right on the chin. And he would have done well to get up from that.
It's brilliant to see the camaraderie between them. He's just knocked him out, and they're together again. It's brilliant. He's such a likeable guy, Aaron, as well, and a worthy champ. He's desperate to be in the Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame. He's desperate to be a world champion. He trains like nobody else. He's so hard. You can't help but like the guy who wants to do so well.
You see him trying the same shot just before it lands.
There you go.
And then second time he gets the distance right, followed through with another one. Lovely shot.
The combination to do the twice, that's what did it. Brilliant.
Falls short with the first, second one's there. Wow.
Spectacular knockout scored by Aaron the Baron. Right here, boom! And the fight is all over on a night dedicated to Granddad Joe. The official decision of this super welterweight matchup is coming up next.
Hey, I gotta stay in my zone. Say that we've been beefing, dog, but you on your own. First night, she gon' let me fuck 'cause we grown. I hit her, gave her back to the city, she home. That was that, so I can't be beefing with no whack, nigga, got no backbone. Heard you living in a mansion and all your raps, though. But your shit look like the trap on his Google Maps, though. We been brothers since Versace Bando, whoa. Name ringing like Amigo trap phone, whoa. Used to be with Vasti and Santos, that's on Tommy Campos. We live like Sopranos, and I walk it like I walk it.
Aaron the Baron, victorious to make it official, Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Andy Albrighton calls a stop to the action at 42 seconds of round number 1. For your winner by knockout, Aaron the Baron McCallum.
There's our knockout of the night leader right there. 42 seconds for his second straight victory. to move to 3-1 inside the Trigon. We just saw Josh Warrington, visited with him, the Leeds Warrior. How about one of boxer's biggest stars, former 2-division unified boxing world champion, Natasha Jonas, is with Garrett.
I am indeed. I am here with boxing royalty. We knew you through the Olympics. You won world titles in multiple weight divisions. I understand, Tash, it's great to have you here tonight. It's your first time at Bare Knuckle, yeah?
It is, yeah. It's been a better experience, and what a fight to see as well.
What do you think of it so far?
It's very different, obviously, with the triangle shape, but I was just saying to my cousin that I put with, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, and you know the best person will win. And there's so much more risk back there, you know, with hand injuries because there's less bandaging, and also the knockout factor, which we've just seen.
What I liked was your curiosity before we came on air. You were going, no, what's the size of it in the Trigon? You're eyeing it up, aren't you? I know you're, if I can say it out loud, 41, ever youthful, but could we ever see you have a go at this?
Listen, I'll never say never to anything. I've always taken the opportunities when they come, but this is a whole different game and a whole different sport of boxing. It's a lot more brutal. Like I say, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and yeah, you know, these lads and girls are made of different stuff.
You've been in glove boxing all your life. I'm sure you had a couple of tear-ups when you were growing up in the street at some point. It's got a place, hasn't it, going forward, and it's growing and growing, Bare Knuckle.
Yeah, let's look around now. There's a packed out crowd and all the fans enjoying. This is the part of boxing that people love. They want to see people, unfortunately, in the best possible way hurt, and you know, so you know, you never be not entertained in this.
You fought Katie Taylor in the Olympics. You fought her in Manchester, I think, in the second fight, if I remember being there rightly. And thirdly, you could always have her in a bare knuckle fight.
I mean, if she's ready, I'm ready.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Tasha Jonas.
Garrett, thank you very much. 41, Paul's 42. I'll leave it at that. Who looks better? Who's aged better?
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
That is not fair. Tasha looks about 25 and always has done. She's my friend, and I look like I had her mother's paper round. Her mother actually looks younger than me, Tasha. I know her well. Lovely woman from a lovely family.
And a lovely night ahead with a title fight with a local legend and with the Magic Man in El Tornado. And then next month, back at home in South Florida. Saturday, November 22nd, 3 World Championship fights headline BKB Bare Knuckle Boxing's return to South Florida for BKB 48 from the Charles F. Dodge Center in Pembroke Pines. Our main event features a hard-hitting heavyweight title fight as undefeated champion Gustavo Trujillo welcomes Bellator and one championship veteran Tony Johnson Jr. to the mighty Trigon. New BKB lightweight champion Jared Grant defends his title for the first time against top contender John Bernard. Plus, the Welsh wrecking machine Barry Jones comes stateside seeking to avenge match best ever when he challenges the top-ranked pound-for-pound bare-knuckle fighter in the world, 2-division champion LT Smash Nelson, for Nelson's Super Middleweight Championship. Don't miss the action live in BKB's backyard. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information. You know, Natasha Jonas said, you never know. You never know. Well, after his last fight, Danny Worsfold said, I'm retiring. That was his fight against Matty Moore. Guess who's fighting next? Danny Worsfold on short notice against Alex Wilson. You are watching BKB 47 live from Leeds, England.
past when I boxed far too much, and if I'd maybe have had that little bit more aggression,
Wilson kicks in deep.
It might have been a little bit more of a different story, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your first fighter into the mighty Trigon. From Chertsey, England, Danny Worsfold.
Short notice, 2 weeks notice, doesn't matter. Tom Danny was funny in the fighter meetings. He said that Jim Freeman called, and the minute he saw Jim's name on his phone, he picked up the phone and he said, yes. Didn't matter what he was going to ask, didn't matter who the opponent is. Danny just said, yes.
After retiring.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't care who it was, he just wants to fight. And I don't think, whatever happens tonight, I don't think we'll see the last of him anyway. I think he's a fighting man, and he wants to fight. And I think these guys will tell you, people like Paul, it's in your blood.
Yeah.
You can't get it out your blood. And that's why I can't wait to see this man fighting for us.
Man, you are getting the pressure.
I'm getting my arm, the good arm put up my back, aren't I?
That's right.
I'm getting really
He's got
twisted
one arm right
back.
now, Tom. Let him have a week or so before he fights.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But, you know, we've had the last Howell, the guy who was beaten in the last fight. He's torn, both his biceps have been torn to bits, and he's still fought on, so no excuses, Paul. I think we're wearing him down, Mike.
I think we are. Or he's going to go home and he's going to tell his younger brothers, could you do this so they'll get off my back?
Can you help me out and stop me getting bullied?
And now, would you please welcome his opponent from Clackheaton, England, Alex Killer Wilson!
Killer Wilson, fighting tonight at a contracted weight of 194, 176 in his fight against Jack Marshman, 183 against Brady Lee Harkin. He said straight up, last two weight cuts were brutal. I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm a very chill person. And yes, it was nice not to have to cut as much weight for this one.
That's the thing with weight cuts. If you get one wrong, it can absolutely ruin your night and change the fight, which can then have a domino effect on the rest of your career. It's so important to get them all right.
And as one gets older, although Alex is only 29 years old, it does get tougher to tell the body to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our tail of the tape for this super cruiserweight battle brought to you by Vortex Competition. Danny Worsfold, 11 years the elder of his opponent. Everything else is virtually identical. Once again, here's Ricky Wright.
Live from Leeds, BKB presents 5 rounds in the Super Cruiserweight Division and is sponsored by Vortex Competitions. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the white and gold, weighing in at 194.2 pounds, He enters the ring for the third time from Chertsey, England, Danny Worsfold. And his opponent in the red corner wear the black and grey, weighing in at 195 pounds. His record 3 wins and 2 defeats. From Clackheaton, England, Alex Killer Wilson. Your referee in charge of the action, Clive Allison.
Clive Ellison, our referee. Alex Wilson, Danny Worsfold. Alex said late opponent change. He doesn't feel like this battle will be as technical as the previous matchup that was scheduled. Here we go. Black and gray trunks for Alex Wilson. White and gold for Danny Worsfold. When asked where he wants to improve, he said, I want to not continue to get stopped in the first round.
Do you know what he always looks like when he fights Danny? He looks like he's enjoying himself.
Yes.
He fights with a smile.
Which is why he said, I'm unretired, and didn't even ask Jim what was up. He just said yes.
I watched his last fight down in Bristol. It was my BKB debut of actually viewing and not fighting as much as Tom would like. But I watched him and I felt he had a good go. He had the right good go. He just got caught with a good shot.
Yep. I mean, he was knocked down 3 times, which means he got back up 3 times.
Exactly. He's got a little bit of damage under his eye there, which I felt was from a finger just before.
Alex Wilson.
Oh, good body shot.
It's looked good.
It's a good body shot there.
Very relaxed. His buddy Jordan Schofield. He is R.I.P. Jordy, one of his good friends that he lost. Jordan Schofield. Alex is a chill guy. And again to the body. And the mouthpiece has made it all the way over to us.
That could be it. That's done him.
Yeah, he's shut down. It is all over. Just like that. Mickey Ward style. Harry Gigliotti's watching. He'd be impressed. Alex Wilson goes to the body and finishes Danny Worsfold. Maybe even a broken rib suffered on that second shot.
It's interesting, Mike. We've seen him a few times, Alex. I've seen all his fights now. He's improving fight by fight. That's always a good yardstick for me. A fighter that improves with fights, and he's improving. And he's unassuming. We spoke to him. He's unassuming,
absolutely.
Isn't he? Unassuming.
The ribs are definitely not gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. With those shots, they cripple you with gloves on. So without gloves, they are really gonna have a bigger effect when they land, especially clean on the ribs.
Nasty combination. Alex Wilson, his nickname's the Killer. Might be a little bit of a silent one, but nonetheless, another finish and his 3rd win in the Trigon. With the official decision, Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Clive Allison goal stop the action at 1 minute and 46 seconds of round number 1. For your winner by knockout, Alex the Killer Wilson.
Alex Wilson, Danny Worsfold, great respect. As we always see, it is a martial art. Gareth A. Davies will visit with Killer.
Well, Killer, what a brilliant body shot to finish the fight.
Listen, if you think I'm sitting in close to someone as big as that and losing these veneers, you've got fucking no chance. I was sitting on back foot and I knew he was going to leave himself open at some point, so I just sat and waited for it. So the game plan worked, man. My coach was saying, don't throw anything stupid and leave yourself susceptible to his big shot, which, like I say, he's a big lad and I'm going to go to sleep if I get hit by one. So stayed smart and it worked.
You've gone up in weight for this one, 194 Super Cruiser. You're going to go back down now?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I just couldn't be asked to another weight cut. And obviously, we're in Leeds, so give my people something to come and watch. Oh, man, I love you all.
Brilliant. Alex Wilson, everybody, Leeds.
The body shot is the finish. Debilitating, and Alex Wilson has 3 wins now here in BKB, and he said my strengths are my left hook and my teeth, and he protected them here tonight. Still great fights ahead to watch live, so where do you catch us around the globe? This is where.
BKB fans, don't miss highlights, news, and much more on all your favorite fighters and events. For minute-by-minute updates, follow us on all social media platforms by visiting bkbbareknuckle.com/follow.
Take a live look inside the locker room of the Magic Man, the former 2-division world champion, Paulie Malignaggi. First fight since his fight with Artem Lobov bare knuckles 6 years ago. His last fight as a professional was against Sam Eggington 8 years ago at the O2 in London. But tonight, Paulie's back and he's fighting this man right here, El Tornado, Tyler Goodjohn, in our main event of the evening. Not gonna lie, guys, I just got chills knowing that my powerful partner is gonna go into the Trigon and I get the honor of calling the fight.
it's just another fight for me. I'm used to that big crowd being there. It don't really bother me. My bread and butter, bare knuckle boxing. I've done it 7-8 years now, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I need a big performance this one. I've lost my last 2 fights. I don't want to go 3 in a row. I like Scott, he's a good guy, but I think I'm more technically better.
From opening bell, I know it's going to be a fast pace. You know, I've got a few plans. Listen, I ain't giving too much away, but expect a war, expect a bloodbath, and expect a very aggressive Scott.
It's bare knuckle boxing. Of course, it's going to be a bloodbath, isn't it? Not many fights. There is no blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the first fighter into the mighty Trigon from Divis Island, Joe the Dragon Fitzpatrick.
Guys, welcome back. But I have to say, he's Irish, of course, but you walk into Zombie, let's just take it in. Let's just listen. This is legendary. Wait, it's coming. See, guys, we're not the only ones taking it in. This is a crowd favorite. I was just saying to Paul in commercial when I started to hear the song, every fight I've ever done in Dublin, MMA, whatever it was, Bellator, UFC, the crowd just starts singing this, and it's just electric. Oh, no question.
And by the way, folks, you might not know it, he can shake it.
Oh, I can, yeah. It's true. Tom speaks the truth, Paul. Yeah.
And now let's welcome his opponent from right here in the city of Leeds, England, Scott the Mute McHugh.
BKB Hall of Fame inductee. 13 titles in combat sports. 2-time UK BKB World. 2-time UK BKB British champion. Tonight, his 19th bare knuckle fight. 18 fights, 69 rounds, 137 minutes, 13 victories for Scott McHugh, who made his bare knuckle debut back in September of 2018. You happen to notice in the crowd all those belts being those aren't like belts you got at, well, I'll say Walmart or Tesco or whatever it is over here. Tesco, right? Tesco?
Yeah.
Thank you. Those are all of his belts. All of his belts, including the great Police Gazette belt.
The top belt in the world.
You got that right. Thanks to Scott Burton. Our tail of the tape for our featured fight of the night. Leeds own Scott McHugh, 3 years the elder of the Dragon, Joe Fitzpatrick. Slight reach advantage for McHugh, slight height advantage for Fitzpatrick. Here's Ricky Wright.
Live from Leeds, BKB presents 5 rounds in the Super Welterweight division and is sponsored by BoxRec, the heartbeat of combat sports data. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the white shorts, weighing in at 149.6 pounds. His record, 3 wins and 3 defeats. From Divis Island, Joe the Dragon Fitzpatrick. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the blue and yellow shorts, weighing in at 151.2 pounds. His record, 13 wins and 5 defeats. A multiple combat sports world champion from right here in the fighting city of Leeds, Scott the Mute McHugh. Your referee in charge, Ian John Lewis.
Fitzy, the Dragon, the Mute, Scott McHugh. Here we go. Blue and yellow trunks from McHugh, who comes out firing. Joe Fitzpatrick, the switch stance. Fighter starts in the southpaw stance in the white trunks.
Interesting, Mike, both switch fighters.
Yep.
So it'd be interesting to watch the footwork to see who gets the advantage, being, you know, when one turns to southpaw.
Good body shots by Scott McHugh. Joe Fitzpatrick coming up in weight for this opportunity to fight a Leeds legend in Scott McHugh.
Big Fitz has lost these last 2 fights, but they have been against Callum Skane and Gigliotti.
Yeah. And he came on with an early storm against Harry, and then Harry Gigliotti, being a good mass man from Massachusetts, had the Mickey Wad special and finished him with the shot to the liver. Scott McHugh defeated by Liam Rocky Reese, who is still our champion.
Good shot. And that's okay from McHugh. You can see why McHugh has had a lot of success with the high hands.
Yep.
He has a really, really good defense.
Ducks under, good movement. Both guys, Paul, in great shape.
McHugh's big strength in his right hand. Big right hand. They can hook as well.
Oh, good shot. That's a good shot. Made the lion out of all those issues, you say. Commentator's case.
He's all right. Wow.
What a shot from Joe Fitzpatrick. Scott right back at it. Utilizing some sturdy boxing. trying to close the gap.
I don't think he's fully recovered from that knockdown yet.
No, which is wise of him to tie up while he does try to recover.
Spot on, mate.
Being a bit too brave here for his own good.
In front of his own crowd.
Yeah.
He did it last time and got beat. You know, he's such a good fighter, Scott.
Reese floored McHugh with a perfect right to the jaw. That title fight was the fight of the night. McHugh and Liam Reese. And a good start to this one.
Oh, good shot from McHugh. Right on the button.
And continuing to be patient, looking for that opening of the button once again. What a way to start our featured matchup.
You can see straight away the levels of experience from McHugh.
Yes.
He's hurt here, he's dazed, he'll be concussed, and he's still managing his way to get through this round, to see it out. Very experienced.
And let's not forget who McHugh has been in the ring with as well. He's been in with the best BKB fighters and beaten them.
There's that shot. And an answer back from Scott McHugh.
I can't remember, you remember, Mike, who said it. I can't remember who said it. It's not how many times you get put down, it's how many times you get...
Not what happens to the man, it's what the man does when it happens to him.
All down 7 times, get up 8. There's so many different terminologies, but for the same methodology of life, and he's done well there getting up. And know what I was really impressed with? He's obviously hurt. He disguised it, he fought his way through, and he actually finished the round strong.
Because there are less...
Round number 2. Joe Fitzpatrick, the white trunk, scoring a knockdown in round number 1 against Scott McHugh. Paul Smith, when we were in break, you made a good point about how Scott worked his way through those very difficult moments. Repeat that for us, if you would, please.
When you get caught, when you get hurt, as I said in the previous fight about the poker face, sometimes you need to BS your way through a round. You've got to bluff your way through, and you've got to make it look like you're working and you're busy when you're not. He was hurt, but he managed to fiddle his way through the round, and now he's ready to go again. The round's gone, you've already been put down. Don't waste too much time in trying to rescue the round back. See it out, survive, come strong the next round, which he looks like he's doing at the moment.
And there are others, Mike, that would have stayed down.
Oh, absolutely. But the fitness level of both of these fighters allows them to recover.
There you go.
You know, they always say hard work beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. Well, in here we have 2 talented hard workers, and it's 1-1. Exactly what we expected from 2 of the highest level fighters in bare knuckle today. Down again. And the Dragon not happy that time.
He's got the bit now, hasn't he, Scott McHugh? He can smell a win, he can smell it.
It is all over. Scott McHugh wins here at home. Paul, you were all over it. All over it.
Honestly, just looking at him there, he's so comfortable under pressure, so confident, so happy to be able to mix it up and take shots. And you knew as soon as he fiddled his way and bluffed his way through the end of that second round, he was back in control. And that, to me, he looks so comfortable that you can tell the difference in this level of fighter to the previous level of fighters on the prelims tonight, let's say. That's a very experienced bare knuckle fighter.
He's just put himself right back in contention for a title fight.
No question at all. And no shame for Joe Fitzpatrick. He came up in weight for this one. So, yeah, would he like another shot at Callum Skane and Harry Gigliotti? Of course. But tonight, a huge victory here in his backyard for Scott McHugh. The official decision of our featured fight of the night is coming up next. Career victory for Scott McHugh to make it official Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian John Lewis called stop the action at 1 minute and 33 seconds of round number 2. For your winner by knockout from Leeds, Scott the Mute McHugh.
Great class sportsmanship from both men, both title contenders in the Trigon, and the victor will visit with Gareth A. Davies.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Scott McHugh. What a warrior!
Yeah, do you know what? I knew we were going to be tough, Joe, so we trained hard, do you know what I mean? My coach, Al Oster, Andy House in there, Jermaine Springer, we trained fucking hard. My sparring partner there, Marshall Fury, I tell you what, he hurt me, but I don't get fucking hurt, lad.
Just talk to us, Scott, how you were definitely hurt in that first round, but your heart, your spirit, your durability, your resilience, your fitness, what were you going through in that first round when he got you down?
You know, I'll try to fucking just figure him out. I know Joe's a very, you know, he's got, he's a silver medalist in amateur boxing. You know, he's no mug, so he fucking put me down with something there, then it woke me up. I always have to take a few whacks to get woke up, but yeah, my coach, Al Oster, Andy Howson, Fury, Jermaine Springer, biggest cock in England. You touch of it! Who fucking wants it next?
Scott, come back here. Come here a minute. Just one other question. That was your 19th bare knuckle fight. 20th, sorry, bare knuckle fight. You're an absolute warrior here. Go on, put it on.
Why the fuck do I want to buy a caravan? It's got no fucking wheels.
Brilliant.
Yeah, with me. That was my 20th bare knuckle. This legend here, Sean George, he's the fucking most experienced bare knuckle boxer in here. And I'm second.
You had to win at home. You told us that tonight. You've delighted the crowd. Does it feel a big night? We've got Carl Froch here, Josh Warrington's here, Tasha Jonas here. Boxing's come. They're all here in the VIP seats over here.
Hey, Josh Warrington, you're the bare knuckle. Most let's have it. Get on. Yes, Josh. Thank you to everyone who's bought tickets. Where's my JD? Where's my wife? Love you all.
Congratulations. Scott McHugh, back to you guys.
No longer a mute.
Is it fair to say he's happy?
Yeah, I think so. And he's let out some, I don't know how well the secret is, but it's out now. We will move on. Scott, don't ever dog me in an interview again, because he could speak. Congratulations to Scott McHugh winning here at home tonight. And you know what? They are all in attendance. Josh Warrington, Natasha Jonas, and Carl Froch, the former unified super middleweight boxing world champion. And he is here to watch the main event and the co-main event tonight. Don't forget December, we're back in Wales.
BKB Bare Knuckle Boxing closes out an historic 2025 when it returns to the land of the Red Dragon. Friday, December 5th for BKB 49 from the Vale Arena in Cardiff, Wales. In the main event, Wales' own undefeated Liam Reese defends his super lightweight title against one of the hottest fighters in BKB today, top contender Rolando D. In the co-main event, undefeated light heavyweights Kieran Harding and David Winiarski meet in the Trigon. Two of BKB's top rising stars face off when Simi Doherty fights Callum Skane. And after a dominating debut, Former WBA heavyweight champion Lucas Brown returns to bare knuckle action, looking for another highlight reel knockout. Don't miss BKB 49. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information. Bredgerweight title is on the line. The champion, Big Pod, Dan Podmore, ready to fight the man known as the Emperor of Bare Knuckle, a man that Podmore says he believes is the best pound-for-pound bare knuckle fighter in the world today. It's Podmore and Martinjak for the BKB Bredgerweight World Championship.
It's amazing when you win. When you win, everybody wants to beat.
Right?
Well, I don't think you can have a winner without a
I'm a four-time world champion. I don't need to prove anything else. This is the biggest fight of my career, yeah. This will be the biggest fight, yeah. This will be me testing myself as hard as I've ever tested myself.
For me, this is just another day in office. I'm a better fighter. I have higher boxing IQ. I have higher boxing IQ than 95% of these guys. I'm 10 classes better than any opponent he faced because I'm the best. I'm the pound for pound, not him.
There's means and ways of beating Marco. We know how to do that. So I've just got to implement my game plan and make sure there's no mistakes. So when I beat Marco, I will get the recognition. I'm going to do whatever I can and whatever means necessary to win that fight. I am a winner. Simple as that.
I always say, Trigon Ring, that is my home, and there is no better place than be at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next contest. This one for the Bredgerweight Championship of the World. Please welcome firstly into the mighty Trigon, the challenger from Zagreb, Croatia. He is the Emperor of Bare Knuckle, Marvelous Marko Martinjak!
Former champion of Croatia in boxing, kickboxing, and Muay Thai. Former WKF full contact world champion. Former UK BKB super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight world champion. Owner of one Police Gazette diamond belt and one Police Gazette double diamond belt in the reigning BKB cruiserweight world champion. Marvelous Marko Martinjak. With a win tonight, he would join LT Smash Nelson as a two-division world champion competing in the Trigon. The thing that I think Marko needs more of, though, Paul, is confidence. He really lacks in his confidence, doesn't he?
I saw him today outside the hotel dancing and didn't know too much about him until I read about him, and I can see now why, after you read his credentials, why he was dancing, why he's so confident, because he can obviously fight. And if you can fight like him and you're built like him and you're a dangerous man, and he looks a dangerous man.
I remember day one, BKB 1, when he fought his first fight for us, and he was no different than he is today. Loud, brash, but lovable.
Yeah, he is lovable.
Absolutely.
He also is loud and brash.
But I'm not arguing with him.
No, not at all. Not at all. And he can fight. He's right. His fight IQ, amazing. And we often say, and Paul, you've talked about it, one setback in the Trigon, and that was in Dubai, and that was against Jerome Hatch. When Hatch came over the top with a big right hand, Marco said that changed everything, and he will never forget that moment, and that is what continues to drive him to greatness.
You get caught, you never want to get caught like that again. You always try and learn from your lessons, both good and bad. The bad ones are easier or tougher to learn from because you hurt a little bit more, but he looks so confident tonight, and as I said earlier on, I'm really looking forward to this fight.
He bounced back, didn't he, against Jerome twice. Beat him twice. The only man he's never bounced back from is the first defeat. BKB won Michael Ferry. He's not bounced back from there, and it rankles him. He'd fight him tomorrow if he had the chance.
Well, and the Hatchet watching back in the States tonight. Give a big shout out to Jerome Hatch. He's got a big fight coming up against a very proud Mexican in Ike Villanueva.
It is now time to welcome the reigning, defending BKB Bridgerweight Champion of the World from Birmingham, England, Big Pod, Dan Podmore.
Over 250 fights, white collar, MMA, kickboxing, bare knuckle, combined, highly decorated champion as well. Two-time Police Gazette, UK heavyweight and cruiserweight champion. The last British UK BK British cruiserweight champion. The former UK BKB heavyweight and cruiserweight champion, and the reigning defending BKB Bridgerweight world champion, looking to defend his belt for the second time. And Tom, he's also the most called out man in combat sports today.
Without a doubt. He's the man, and remember, he's found a weight that suits him best, Bridgerweight.
Yes.
But he's the man that everybody wants to fight because they think they can beat him. When he first started, he was always tough, but he never had any ability. With all the training with Michael Kennelly and Cohen and Simon Haycock, he's now an accomplished boxer as well. He'll be a tough fight for Marco, and that's what we want, don't we? Yep. Tough fight.
That's what a title fight's about.
Marco is different class.
He said straight out, Paul, when he started, he had flabs, and now he has abs.
Listen, that's what fighting does, though. It gives people purpose. It gives people a totally new direction in life. It makes people believe in themselves and respect each other and respect themselves. Look at this, straight to the corner. Look at the respect before. Yep. This is before the punch is thrown, and that's what some people who don't really understand combat sports will never understand. Like, it's so much respect, but they actually want to hurt each other for 10 seconds while the referee counts, and then they go back to normal and they're being respectful and friends again.
Why it is a martial art. Our tale of the tape for this Bridgerweight title fight, brought to you by BoxRec, the heartbeat of combat sports data. 37-year-old champion against 34-year-old challenger. 4-inch reach advantage for the marvelous one. 1-inch height advantage. The title is on the line. And this is our co-main event of the evening. And here once again is Ricky Wright.
Live from Leeds, BKB presents 6 rounds for the Bridgerweight Championship of the World. And is sponsored by BoxRec, the heartbeat of combat sports data. Introducing first the challenger in the blue corner, wearing the white and red of Croatia. Weighing in at 224.2 pounds, his record, 12 wins and 2 defeats. A 4-weight champion of the world and the reigning super cruiserweight champion of the world. From Zagreb, Croatia, he is the Emperor of Bare Knuckle, Marvelous Marco Martinjak! his opponent in the red corner wearing the white shorts, weighing in at 224 pounds. His record 8 wins, 3 defeats and 1 no contest. He is the reigning, defending BKB Bridgerweight Champion of the World from Birmingham, England, Big Pod, Dan Podmore! Your referee in charge of the action, Andy Albrighton.
Title fight scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Here we go. Podmore the champion. White trunks with the black trim. Always proudly representing his home country of Croatia. The Emperor, Triple M, Marko Martinjak. Oh, and he gets caught by Podmore early. Wow.
I was just about to say, Mike, he's the champion, but nobody gives him a chance. All the hot money was on Marko Martinjak. They've underestimated what Dan's got to offer, but back comes Marko.
Marko throwing, Marko going orthodox now, Paul, after taking that big shot.
He's done well since he took the shot because he's back on top. At the moment, some heavy shots going here.
These are big guys, aren't they? When they hit, you stay hit.
And Marko at this weight, even bigger. Marko now, and it's 1-1. Pod says, I'm okay, let's go. Again, here comes Marko looking for another first-round finish.
Marko's devastating today, isn't he?
Every day.
Speed out of him. The speed and the power.
Quick hands.
It is all over! Just like that! Marvelous Marko Martinjak joins LT Smash Nelson with a championship belt in 2 weight classes. Super Cruiserweight, and he is now the new BKB Bridgerweight World Champion. Got caught early, and then came back firing, Paul.
What a finish. An absolute, explosive finish from 2 big, massive fellas who can punch. After being knocked down also, you've got no idea what that does to your senses unless you've been hit like that. And to come back after the way he was dropped and perform like that, that was frightening. That was devastating.
He wants Jimmy Sweeney was the king of BKB. He wants that title, and I tell you what, who's going to stop Marko? That's the question. Who's around that's going to stop him? You know the American game better than anybody. Who's going to stop him?
Many are going to try.
Good point.
Many are going to try. I don't know if he'll go heavyweight, but you got Gustavo Trujillo with a title fight coming. But right now, it's a moment for Marko. It's a great moment for Croatian fighters. A kiss to his wife, Carla. And he has done it again. Marvelous Marko Martinjak. Started martial arts at age 6 to learn self-defense. And once he put everything together, he has been literally unstoppable.
Interesting, Mike. Mike Vasquez, the governor of BKB, has come in and gone straight to Dan Podmore, wants to make sure he's okay. How classy is that?
Oh, absolutely. And how classy is Dan Podmore? Disappointed, to say the least. He got the knockdown early. He sent the message that he wanted to send, but Marko had a big answer.
He upset Marko, and that was the big mistake. We saw that before, didn't we?
Yep.
Barry Jones put LT on the floor, and LT was angry, got up and won the fight comfortably.
It's the saying, isn't he? Poke the bear.
Yep, that's exactly right.
There you go.
Since the loss to Jerome Hatch in March of 2023, including tonight, Marko has won 6 straight, 5 first-round finishes, Paul.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Mike, but he's just nearly knocked me sick in the ring. The tip of his finger's hanging off.
Hanging off. Oh, his tip of his finger's hanging off.
Wow.
Ouch. It won't hurt for a while, though, right?
Wow.
Now, I don't know about you. I'd be crying. He's just walking around and showing it.
I'd be crying if somebody told me I had to fight bare knuckle.
There we go.
Ouch. Look at the reaction.
That's his wife.
That is his wife. Gross. Yeah, what a great moment, though, for Marco. Little finger damage. I'm being sarcastic or not. He's about to get the belt when we come back. And you keep trying to convince him, no? That finger of Marco Martinjak reminds me of the toe of John Jones years ago in the octagon. But the king of the Trigon here tonight in Leeds is the Emperor Bare Knuckle to make it official, Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Andy Albright calls stop the action at 1 minute and 31 seconds of round number 1 for your winner by knockout and new BKB Bridgerweight Champion of the World, Marvelous Marco Martinjak.
Police Gazette, diamond belts in 2 different weight classes. History made tonight by the proud Croatian. And big props to Big Pot as well. A gentleman just better tonight by a man that he says is the best pound-for-pound bare-knuckle fighter in the world today.
Something about that fight.
Here's Garrett.
Well, I'm here with the new Bridgerweight champion. You said it was just going to be another day in the office, but he did put you down early on, didn't he? Tell us about that.
Shut up! I have to thank my team, Yasmin and Igor. They did an incredible job physically preparing me. So, listen, you can't be champ if you're just giving. You have to take some. So, this is it. This is the success. But I broke my hand, I think so.
Yeah, your finger looks terrible and you'll get that treated.
Oh, fuck it.
Look, you're truly a 4-weight world champion now, in reality. You talk to us about this isn't enough for you. There's a heavyweight champion out there who's number 2 in the pound-for-pound rankings, with Smash Nelson number 1. Many of us believe you're the number 1, but you're currently at 3. Who do you want?
Listen this. Fuck BKB rankings, because on the box stretch, 1 year I'm number 1 pound for pound. So fuck BKB rankings. I am surely pound for pound. Little guy from little country from Croatia is fucking everybody up. And I will do this. Put me anybody, and they're gonna be fucked up as well.
You're going to fuck up Trujillo then or not?
Huh?
You're going to fight Trujillo then or not?
I said, but my hand is broken. But next year, yeah, I'm in.
Brilliant performance tonight. Well done, Marco Markovic. You are a brilliant fighter.
And I have to say something. In 3 days, my mom and father have an anniversary of 36 years of the marriage. 1 year later, they got this psycho in me. So this belt is for them at home. And I have to thank these guys, these 16 incredible guys who flew up from Croatia. And Damian is somewhere. And there it is there from, they live here. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank everybody for supporting me. Thank you for love.
Marco Martinjak, everybody, the new Bridgerweight world champion.
Congratulations to the marvelous one, Triple M, the Emperor, Marco Martinjak. And speaking of congratulations, our leader of production back home in Philadelphia with his beautiful white cape, and for a very good reason. Congratulations to both Tyler and Kate Connell. Hudson Cooper Connell, born on October 1st. Let's just hope he ends up looking like his mother.
Hey, from me as well, from all the people who know Tyler, that's wonderful. The baby is beautiful, by the way.
Yes.
Must be adopted.
I told Tyler we'll find the real dad soon. Tyler, we miss you. Kate, congratulations. Hudson, can't wait to have you inside the Trigon. It won't be long in that fighting family of the Connells. Good hockey family indeed. Coming up next, the moment that we have been waiting for, as the return is now here. The wait is now over. The Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, whose first career setback was against the Hall of Famer, Miguel Cotto. I mean, okay, you got defeated by a guy who's in the Hall of Fame. Paulie, a 2-division world champion. Paul, take us back to your relationship with him, because you guys go way back when the numbers were turned around and you were 24.
Yeah, when I was a young lad, I was over in Vero Beach training with Buddy McGee. We had the same trainer. Buddy now trains me, brother Callum. And I was in the next room to Paulie when we used to stay there, and he used to knock and swap DVDs and let me watch a few DVDs. And because there wasn't much to do back then, we've shown me real age now a lot less internet, obviously, than what we have nowadays, and no social media and things like that. But Paulie's an exceptional boxer, unbelievable fighter. As a professional, his fights, the fight with Ricky Hatton, the one with Cotto, what you mentioned, I feel that was the makings of Paulie Malignaggi. And I think everything that happened that night will help him tonight. It showed the minerals he had, as we say over here in the UK. It showed you the heart and the courage and the determination that he has to stick in that fight when things were really going against him, against Miguel Cotto.
And they are all here to watch the Magic Man tonight. Champions from around the world. Isaac Chamberlain, half of his career victories by way of knockout. We visited earlier with the one, the only Natasha Jonas, former 2-division unified boxing world champion. And the Leeds Warrior, Josh Warrington, he's having a blast tonight. And he even said earlier, maybe, just maybe, I'll do the bare knuckle thing. And they are not the only VIPs in attendance tonight. And for another one, here's Garrett A. Davis.
Royalty here with me right now, the one and only, the Cobra was in some brutal wars himself, Carl Froch.
How you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good, very good. I'll tell you what, though. What's going on for that triangle there? I don't like it.
The Trigon.
You've got the acute angles. You've nowhere to run and hide. It's small. This is brutal. This is what it's about, man. Listen, you know I love a good fight. If you like fighting, this is where you need to be.
Could you get in there at 48?
Mate, I could get in at any age because I just love fighting, but would it be good for my health? I don't think so.
Would this have suited you if it was big 20 years ago?
Mate, listen, that's my kind of game. You know what I used to fight like? I didn't like the jabbing and moving. I was no skill slickster. I used to win on brute force, the refusal to quit, hard work, fitness, determination, so that's got my name all over it.
What I loved as well, Marco Martinjak just won the cruiserweight title, the Bridgerweight title. He's a 2-weight world champion now. Where did he come? Straight over to hug you and say you were a childhood hero of his.
It made me feel old. He said I'm a childhood hero, but fair play to him. Listen, he knows his boxing, and fighters know fighters, so he understands how I used to fight. I used to wear my heart on my sleeve, fight from the heart, guts. You know, he's got respect, so it felt nice that he honored, you know, for him to acknowledge that I'm sat here watching him fight. and he's respecting me as a fighter. I'm loving that, so fair play to him.
People are saying boxing's broken in some places in the world. Could you see this taking over in some ways?
Well, this has got a real massive appeal to people that like a dust-up, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of knockdowns, there's a lot of action, and a lot of knockout finishes, so this is like the beautiful barbaric sport. I don't know, where's it been all my life? Because I've really genuinely enjoyed that one fight. I'm looking forward to my old mate Paulie Malignaggi fighting later.
He's next.
Is he next?
He's next against Tyler Goodjohn. Yeah. Paulie Malignaggi and Tyler Goodjohn.
Listen, I should have got here a lot earlier, that's all I'm saying.
You went in the dressing room, how's he feeling?
Yeah, he's confident. He's got that superiority complex in terms of he thinks he's better, more skillful, which he probably is. But in there, you're allowed to hold and hit. No gloves on the hands. It's a different game, but it's still a fight, so I think he'll be okay.
You're going to come back again and watch it with us another time?
I'll definitely be back, yeah, 100%. This is great.
The Cobra will definitely be back. He loves bare knuckle. Mike, I'm going to throw it back to you, Goldie, on the desk. Carl the Cobra Froch, boxing royalties here.
Acute angles. Well done, Carl. I love that description. Smallest surface in combat sports, highest finish rate in combat sports. Coming up next, it is the return of the Magic Man, the former IBF light welterweight world champion, the former WBA welterweight world champion. He said yesterday at the weigh-ins, don't forget, I'm not from yippee, little hippie or hipster Brooklyn. I'm from the old Brooklyn, Tyler Goodjohn, and I'm going to bring that mentality in my return here tonight as he makes his debut in the Trigon against that man, Tyler Goodjohn, who's had a great smile on his face the entire time. He said, and I quote, "This is the greatest moment of my combat career to be able to fight a man like Paulie Malignaggi, as decorated champion as he is, a legend of the boxing game." Tyler did say also, though, he's going to ruin Paulie's night. That is why they fight when we come back. Paulie Malignaggi, Tyler Goodjohn, our main event of the evening, coming up next. He is the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi. He is El Tornado, Tyler Goodjohn. Our main event of the evening is set.
I've had a very long career, 24 years. I've been there, I've done it. Everyone talks about me. I am bare knuckle, especially in this country. Look, you can hate me and everything else, but I'm always in sick fights. He's obviously had his gaps, he's had an amazing career, but again, he hasn't been in them bare knuckle wars.
I think there's a lot of assumptions about the way Paulie Malignaggi fights and the way Paulie Malignaggi is going to fight. He doesn't know what he's gotten himself into.
All fighters are going to want to fight forever, but look, he picked the wrong man to get in the ring with for the first time in 6 years. I'm going to grind him down, and it's the Tyler Goodjohn show.
I'm a fast, slick fighter, so obviously the game plan is always for every single opponent I've ever fought in my career, I'm going to grind them, I'm going to take them to dark places. Listen, there's a reason why I've accomplished what I've accomplished. Most of the time, those guys don't work out with their game plan. I'm prepared for exactly that kind of fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our main event of the evening. Please welcome your first fighter into the mighty Trigon from Cambridgeshire, England, El Tornado, Tyler Goodjohn.
Tyler Goodjohn turned professional at age 19. He has been fighting for 24 years. Paulie Malignaggi was a hero of mine. And I'm coming into this fight and making it a magical dream for myself to fight a legend, to battle with a true hero of mine, but to make my statements, to stamp my name on that list of legends of bare knuckle pioneers and bare knuckle battlers, Tom.
Absolutely. I've seen all his BKB fights. He's a very talented. Anybody, even Paulie, underestimates him. There's a big problem because this guy can box, but he can brawl. I know Paulie's a great fighter. I'll find out tonight if he can brawl with the best. Now, the fact that he's grown up in Brooklyn says to me he can brawl with the best.
Yes. I don't think all of Paulie's fights involve gloves.
And not with any rules.
Yes.
No, absolutely not. Paulie's one of them fellas similar to you, and I don't mean this on the level, I mean similar to your likes of Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, a lot tougher than they look. Paulie doesn't look the toughest fella, but trust me, he's tough. That Miguel Cotto fight, amongst many others, showed us all we need to know about Paulie Malignaggi. But so many people are talking about Paulie, ourselves included. You cannot forget about this man here. He's tough, and he's probably better without the gloves on than he was with the gloves on, and I don't mean any disrespect by that. He's a tough fighter.
I will add with Paulie, I saw him fight professionally on TV, but also saw him live. There aren't many more that I've seen that have got quicker hands than him.
Yes.
His hands are quick. There was a guy, I forget, Jones.
Maybe Roy.
Going way back, his hands were like lightning. He's close.
Yep.
Paulie's got quick hands. He can catch you without you knowing.
Head movement, toughness amongst the strengths on the ledger of Tyler El Tornado Goodjohn, cherishing every moment of this magical night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to meet the opponent. From Brooklyn, New York, USA, the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi.
Oh.
He is the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi. Tonight, he fights for himself, for his own legendary career, and for grandfather Umberto. His greatest influence, proud Sicilian, born in Brooklyn, loves to battle, verbally and with the fists. He is one of the all-time best. Why come back now? To add to my legacy and take another chance to chase championships. Paul, Tom, we've all talked about it, and now he's here. Speed is what his team told me has not gone away for Paul.
He needs the speed because that's how he always fought. He fought with his speed and his brain. You said before, the battles are also verbally because he's such a good speaker. He speaks the game really well because he's so knowledgeable about boxing. He's a really intelligent fighter, thinking fighter, and that's why he's such a good punter. I really rate him as a punter also on TV for boxing. But he needs to use that brain tonight along with the speed, and I hope he still has the speed tonight.
He is entering the triangle of truth, right? This is where you've got it. Words are easy. This is where you back it up.
Yep.
This is where you back it up. I've been a big admirer of Paulie, both as a football man, because he knows his soccer like you wouldn't believe. He's probably the best American to know anything about football. But he comes in here tonight. This is a big night for him.
Our main event of the evening. Paulie Malignaggi, Tyler Goodjohn. Fight scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. The battle begins when we come back. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, brought to you by Vortex Supplements. Paulie Malignaggi, 10 years the elder of Tyler Goodjohn. The Magic Man with the 2-inch reach advantage, El Tornado with the 2-inch height advantage. The wait is over. Here is Ricky Wright.
Live from Leeds, BKB presents 5 rounds in the Super Welterweight Division and is sponsored by Vortex Competitions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Leeds, make some noise! Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the black and gold, weighing in at 154 pounds. His record 5 wins and 3 defeats from Cambridgeshire, England, El Tornado, Tyler Goodjohn. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the red and black, weighing in at 152 pounds. Tonight he makes his Trigon debut. The former WBA and IBF champion of the world from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, by way of Brooklyn, New York, USA, the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi. Your referee in charge of the action, Clive Allison.
Clive Ellison, our referee. Malignaggi and Goodjohn. Here we go! The Magic Man in the red and black trunks. Black with gold writing for El Tornado, Tyler Goodjohn. Paulie coming out swinging. Good return by Goodjohn.
Great skills from both. This could be a work of art, this, couldn't it, in boxing terms?
You want to talk about a man who utilized the jab all his way to belts. Paulie Malignaggi. Little showmanship from Tyler Goodjohn.
Don't annoy him.
Paulie going body, body, head, head. Paulie did say his fight 6 years ago, bare knuckle against Artem Lobov, where he broke his hand early. He said he trained for that one, Paul, in 10-ounce gloves. For this one, preparing his hands, MMA gloves, 4 ounces.
Wow.
It's probably the best way to do it also. You need to toughen the hands up.
Yep.
You need to strengthen them up so hopefully they don't break when you fight. But he's throwing shots with speed, Paulie, rather than power.
Do you know what he's going to do, Mikey, as well? He'll need one
good body shot.
He'll need one really good punch and know his hands are okay, and that'll spur him on. Because he'll have a little nervousness about them at the moment.
Of course. But look at his work rate.
Unbelievable.
And the condition he's gotten himself in. Midway point of round number 1. Big swing and a miss. There we go. 2 showmen as well. Paulie feeling it. Tyler wants him to feel some punches.
One thing about Goodjohn, he cuts very easily.
Yes, yes. And he talked about it.
Yeah.
He talked about it. He talked about this win or lose being the last fight of his career. But let's enjoy this moment before we get into that conversation.
Yeah. You know what he's doing? I'd love it to see. He's actually boxing him.
Yep. Well, he has
Paulie's
both
boxing
skills.
him. Paulie's boxing him, isn't he?
It's win for Paulie going the body because he's got less chance of hitting his hands and he's got more chance of hitting Goodjohn to the body as well.
The body, that's
in
right.
my opinion. So
rather
it's
than on bone.
win targeting the body, of course.
Yeah.
The footwork of Paulie well documented throughout his career.
I have to say, he doesn't look his age.
No, not at all. I asked him, how about 44 as compared to 38 when you last fought? Showmanship again. Look at those hands.
Quick hands.
From the Magic Man. Slick defensive boxer. Exceptional footwork, hand speed, and timing all on display here in round one.
There's the first cut for Goodjohn over his right eye.
Yeah. But Tyler's just said to him, you're not hurting me. And this is building up into a work of art now.
What a start.
Yeah. Have I got this right? For these two, this is a happy place for these two.
Oh, no question.
Yeah,
no question.
I can think of better ways to have therapy, couldn't you?
I am one of them, so probably not. No, there's no place like it.
Is that right?
Well,
Mike's been in the ring as well.
It's home. That's it. And the question I get asked of a lot of people because I'm retired is, do you miss it? And the answer is always the same. Always. I will always miss the fight. So for these two will probably be at the most happiest right this very second.
That's
now.
my point. Yeah. This is therapy for them.
I've only fought against Thai pads that didn't hit back very often.
Take your time. This is beautiful. Just relax. Go. Perfect round. Turn his face. Do it again. Let's go. Take the stool out, please.
Tyler Goodjohn, I can't get cut. I am not a reptile. I do not regenerate. It's what he said very often, and a cut already opened up by the work of Paulie Malignaggi. Round number 2, Magic Man red and black. El Tornado black with the gold writing.
This is a classy fight now.
It is. And Paulie showcasing those great boxing skills that won him not one but 2 world championships.
Well, you can see the level of boxing in both of the fighters, but I think Goodjohn's now switched the tactics up a little bit where he's cut now and he's realised, he doesn't want to get too many of those, so don't hang around now. He's thrown a lot more venom in these shots.
Paulie rolling away from them so far. No man, very well respected all over the world, especially here in Great Britain. Your friends, of course, Johnny Nelson, talked about the fact that Paulie's the boxer and you think Tyler's just the bare knuckle boxer, but much to what Johnny said earlier on social media, we're seeing a boxing match thus far, Paul.
Yeah, we are, and there's Paulie going down to the body again. He asked the referee, Clyde, to have a little talk with Goodjohn for the open hand, which we've seen happen a few times tonight, and that's just part and parcel of this bare knuckle boxing.
Good shot landed by Tyler Goodjohn, but the damage showing on the face of El Tornado.
I think what Paulie's showing us is a classy exhibition of footwork, movement, punching skills. We've seen that. What we haven't seen yet is, can he take a punch?
Slip and rip.
There you go.
But if you can't find him, you can't hit him. And Paulie's always been known for his great footwork, head movement, and he's showcasing it here.
Yeah, and I love how you say it, but we're seeing a lot less of the dirty boxing and more of the actual quality boxing because the two of them are from obviously professional boxing backgrounds.
But isn't it right, Paulie? You fought. It's your feet that get you into trouble and out of trouble.
Out of trouble, exactly. It's your feet that get everything for you. Your power is generated from the feet. Your movement, your safety, everything's from the feet.
Malignaggi, 44 years old. He does look magical thus far.
Unbelievable. But we're talking about, a lot of people talk about Paulie's hands. Let's not forget Tyler's hands have been giving him a real problem.
Absolutely. Shot taken by Paulie and a flurry to the body back. And they're having fun. Paulie's been around too long to get baited into that.
Yes.
Cut open up there on Paulie's eye now.
Live talking to Tyler Goodjohn about an improper utilization of the clinch. Both men bloodied, both men far from beaten. clean.
I'll tell you one thing, no, the reflexes are still there from Paulie, aren't they?
Yes.
We're seeing Malignaggi with the usual slick reflexes to pull out of the way of some of these shots. He's not taking anywhere near as many as I expected he made tonight.
He's rolling back the years.
Yeah.
That's what he's done.
No question. He's a competitor, plain and simple.
Well, he's a world champion.
Yes.
And they don't give them out easy, do they?
No, you got to earn those, don't you, Paul?
You sure do.
And he has fun. They both are great showmen.
Somebody once said, if you want to take the wins, you got to take the bruises that go with it.
Yep. Set for round number 3. Main event scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. The battle continues. The Magic Man in the red and black. El Tornado in the black with the gold writing. Paulie's movement outstanding. This is boxing 101. But I will say Tyler Goodjohn is boxing 102, which is a great class as well. And the pace is a testament to how hard Paulie has worked to get prepared for tonight.
You know him well better than anybody, Mike. Yep. Is he enjoying himself? He looks like he is.
He is enjoying himself. And I'll tell you, one of the most humbling moments of my broadcasting career was when Paulie said, Goldie, you're going to get to call one of my fights. Wow. Thank you, Magic Man.
And to be fair, I never thought I'd be sitting here watching him, working as a commentator, watching him. Unbelievable.
That's a slip. Yeah. Not a knockdown.
Tyler's face now is a mess, and this is where it starts to play on your mind when your face is that damage now. And he said he doesn't like the damage anymore. He doesn't want to keep going through this. But unfortunately, here he is again, and open hand again there.
And Tyler's lost fights because of the scar tissue and the cuts, much like the Diaz brothers in mixed martial arts. Just past the midway point of this 5-round fight.
We had Dorian Darch as well,
yes,
who'd been in the ring with the best, and yet he cuts so easy, he's got paper-thin skin. Sometimes, though, you look at all that blood on Tyler, sometimes that can confuse you. Oh, look at them hands.
Hey, his guys immediately when I saw him, when I got to the hotel the other night, said his speed is off the charts. And so far, you see it.
And he's not breathing out of his backside or anything, he's just cruising.
And worthy of note, Tyler Goodjohn scored a 5th-round finish in his professional debut. Since that point, every fight for Goodjohn has gone the distance. 30 seconds remaining in round 3 of this one.
Open hand there again. That was an open hand from Tyler Goodjohn.
Caught him in the eye.
Take your time. Take your time, because the referee will give you time.
And Paulie's telling Clive Allison
twice.
That's the second time.
Second time he's told him.
Paulie has 5 minutes.
We've seen that in earlier fights. I'm not sure. Oh,
yes.
It's hard to say because he's open-handed as he swung.
We continue. 20 seconds. Round 3. Paulie to the body in a flurry again.
You haven't lost a round yet, okay? Paulie, let me look at this. Please, you'll be doing this, and it's easy work. Okay? You got two more rounds. It's easy work.
There's that open hand.
Yeah.
That one, not the one that caught him in the eye, though, but Paulie's hand speed
but Mike,
and his technique outstanding.
If that shot got through. If he has a close fist, he probably does damage.
Yes, yes.
I'm surprised at him. I think Paulie looks really comfortable in there.
Yes. You didn't know what to expect.
No.
I mean, just plain and simple, he's 44 years old. But what we have seen so far tells us he is back and he is serious about being back in battle in combat sports.
So many fighters think they've got one more fight left in them.
Yep.
This guy's proving he has. Well, 3.
Goodjohn trying to come on here in round number 4.
I think he needs to also. I think he knows now. He's got to come on strong for these last 2 rounds. He's been outworked for the first 3 by Paulie.
With the damage done. And Tyler's talked about it before. The eyes and not being able to have that clear vision because of the cuts. But he is a warrior, we know that. And he is going to fight to the very finish.
I think they both are, mate.
Yes, no question.
I'm trying to work out what Tyler's plan is to beat somebody with so obvious footwork and skills. I'm looking at what his plan is. I'm struggling to work it out. You wouldn't want to try and outbox Paulie, so you've got to have something different in the locker.
Well, 36 glove boxers over the career of Paulie Malignaggi couldn't figure it out. Goodjohn coming on strong here, midway point of round number 4.
Landed a really good counter to the inside of Goodjohn, yeah.
Well, he's just answered my question. That's what he's got to do. It's not boxing, he's got to try and brawl him.
Paul, you made the point very early, though, in our show. You said, if you're going to do this, you're going to get hit. Yeah. You don't go in and not get hit, unless maybe you're Roy Jones Jr. in some of his fights. But Paulie knew he was going to get hit a few times, and Tyler knew that he was going to get hit. Yeah. Paulie's done more of the landing, though.
He has, and it must be so frustrating for Tyler. The good shot landed there again. When you're just constantly being peppered with light shots, but they're still going to hurt you because there's no gloves on, obviously. So Paulie's boxed really smart and sensible tonight up to this stage. But I spoke to Paulie yesterday at the weigh-in. He said, look, I've got 5 rounds to just survive and get through, and I know I'll outbox him. And that was the plan, and I think it's working at the moment. But he's just taking again the shot.
That's a push. That's a push.
A big cut open up on Paulie's right eyebrow now.
And he has some scar tissue on the right side of his face, too. Cut opened up. They'll take a look. Nobody's going anywhere in this one, I guarantee you that.
If I'm honest, as Paulie shocked you, he shocked me, if I'm honest. I've got to be truthful, right? He's so classy tonight in the way he's boxing.
Again, it's just an honor to call a Paulie Malignaggi fight, as close a friend as he is.
At 44, by the way, and he looks half that age.
And by the way, don't let the tattoos and the hair and the "I'm the bad boy" talk of Tyler Goodjohn kid you. He is a class act.
Yeah. But he's not as classy as Paulie in terms of boxing, so he needs a different approach, and he's got it now. He's taking the fight to him and brawling.
Right in front of us, final seconds of round 4. The corner of El Tornado. Body headed, but what a great right hand landed in the uppercut near the ear that you talked about earlier, Paul.
Yeah, I think Paulie Malignaggi just got a little bit greedy there.
Yep.
He stayed a little bit too long, walked onto 2 good shots from Goodjohn, and he got caught there, and it almost turned the fight round completely.
But give Paulie credit, he's taken 2 big shots and he's come straight back. He's recovered and he's coming straight back looking for more. That's a warrior.
It is, absolutely. I don't know about you, Tom, but I got a little bit of blood in my face then when that combination.
Yeah. I've got it on his shirt and everywhere.
We're sitting literally on top of this side.
All you do, the rule is we send the bill to Mikey.
Well, my dry cleaner thinks I'm really weird. 5th and final round. 87-year-old grandfather Umberto watching his grandson, the Magic Man, very closely here. 3 minutes remain. Doctors checking on Paulie Malignaggi.
The doctor can't do that unless he's called by the referee. And his referee's telling him.
3 minutes on the clock.
Oh, no.
Now they're going to check.
Now
Tyler.
they're going to check. No.
3-1, possibly with that last round for Tyler.
Probably, yeah. Probably. Paulie certainly won the first 3 rounds. Tyler had a better round and he hit Paulie in the last round. So, yeah.
Personally, I got 2-2.
Yeah?
I think this is the decider.
Here we go, then. That was an elbow. But sometimes the missed punch is followed by the elbow.
Yeah. Short shot will bring the elbow in. Body shot landed there from Goodjohn.
I had mentioned that other than his professional debut, Tyler Goodjohn has gone the distance.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah, you're right.
4-3 in those fights that have gone the distance.
And as I said before to you, Mike, it's no coincidence that he seems to have the most damaged face with scar tissue from the fight because they go the distance.
But of course,
great point, Paul.
but that isn't going to influence the judges. What influences judges is point scoring punches.
Absolutely.
And I think Tyler's landed some really good punches, but so has Paulie. This is a great fight. There's 10 years difference between them as well.
Yep.
And you wouldn't think so. That's a push.
Paulie tying up. He's smart. He's smart. He knows what's up. But still looking to be offensive.
Look how light he's on his feet in the 5th round.
Midway point of the 5th and final round. The Magic Man looking for a triumphant return. El Tornado looking to end his storied career with the biggest statement that he could ever make. High-level boxing from both men.
You see Paulie Malignaggi still has that little bit of footwork, that little 6-inch push out of range just to nullify the work of Goodjohn. And then he ties him up or he tries to counter. It's the same thing every time. Probably what got him through the amateur international days, then the professional days, the world championship fights that he had.
But he hasn't lost any of that ability,
No,
has he?
the good fundamentals never leave you.
Is that what it is? They stay with you forever.
Be brilliant at the basics.
Carl Froch is filming Paulie's fight.
30 seconds remain. Seconds. This one, guys, is going to be in the hands of the judges. Malignaggi and Goodjohn go the distance. Tyler Goodjohn with a smile on his face. If this is indeed as he told us this week, his last fight, after starting at age 19, he enjoyed himself.
I think they both did.
Yeah.
And let's be fair, if you've paid your money, you'd pay your money to watch that fight alone, because they've entertained us.
Yes.
We've seen boxing skill, we've seen courage, we've seen bravery, we've seen the best of bare knuckle. That's the complete package we've just watched.
Hey, Paul, you've known him a long time. You both trained under Buddy McGirt. You had an idea of what you might see. Did Paulie exceed your expectations?
He did, because only purely and simply because of the age.
Yeah.
He's older than me, so I know how old he is, so I know how I feel. And I had the feeling how he might feel tonight, but he looked like, as Tom said before, I think he rolled the clock back tonight a little bit. He looked light on his feet, he looked sharp, he had the speed still, he had more importantly, he had the smarts in there, he had the brain. He was getting out of the way of certain shots, he was nullifying work. He looked like he still had a bit left tonight, which I was happy with, because I didn't want to see Paulie in there not looking like he was, not looking good, looking like he was old, looking his age. I was really happy with Paulie tonight, and listen, a good effort as well from Tyler Goodjohn, who is really a nice lad.
Ben Shalom from Boxer, talking to Paulie afterwards. Chris Glover, one of his closest friends, managing him now. His all-Italian corner, other than Glover, of course. This fight goes the distance.
All those people who were talking about his hands, and they've been made to look a bit daft, haven't they?
Judges have rendered their decision. Here is Ricky Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I announce the official decision, let's hear for both warriors in tonight's main event. And after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, who scored about 48-47, Goodjohn. 48-47, Malignaggi. And 48-47 for your winner by split decision, the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi.
Split decision victory for Paulie Malignaggi. Tom, when you said 2-2, you might have been bang on.
I think I was, because that scoreline reflects exactly that. And you know, if the scoreman had said, look, it's Tyler Goodjohn, we'd have all, I'll tell you what we'd have been saying, we want to watch that again, wouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We want to watch it again.
And we're going to get to.
But it's whether Tyler fancies another crack at him.
All right, Paulie celebrating with his team. He will also visit with our own Garrett Bay Davies.
Oh, excuse me, gents. I'm here with Paulie, winner by split decision. Sorry to move your team out of the way. We need to do the formalities. Can I just say, wow, sir, 45 next month.
Well, I'm still 44, Garrett. Don't age me too much, mate.
Still 44. Beautiful balance. The Brooklyn streets you brought with you from all those years ago. That was amazing to witness.
Oh, yeah, I had to tough it out, though. Tyler was taking no prisoners tonight. That's the thing. I started out good, but he started coming on very, very strong. After that eye poke, when I went down, I still can't see. I'm still foggy on this side. That may be why I got hit with that shot that cut me. I'm still very foggy on this eye after that eye poke. Hopefully I'll go up to the back and get it taken care of. I am completely, I wouldn't say blind in this eye, but actually I am blind in this eye right now, yeah. Yeah, it's very foggy. Yeah, I'm very foggy in this eye right now. But so I finished the fight with one eye, essentially, because right now I can't see out of this eye. I just see shadows.
Talk to us about the level of satisfaction you must have got out of that. You got your body in shape. You were around 200 pounds. You lost about 30 pounds for this. But the skills and the things you showed tonight were back to the Magic Man himself.
Yeah, mate. You know, we worked a lot. I got to give big credit to Don Giaffredino and Sebastian Salzer. We worked a lot with Addicts Mace Clubs, and we did a lot of not just strength training, but also nervous system training based off motion and strength to prepare for camp, to prepare for the boxing first, because at my age, I didn't just want to go back into the boxing So that was really, really a big asset for me because it prepared my rhythm, prepared me, my core, and it allowed me to get, when I started my boxing, to really be able to get the best out of myself.
You're one-eyed, you've got cuts all over you, you're the victor. There's a certain American boxer that has been in your milieu before. Could you get him in a bare-knuckle fight? Is there a name on your lips?
You know what, Garrett, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. As you said yourself, you're aging me, so I would like to see if I can get a title shot after this with BKB. I'm considering some glove boxing events, but really nothing satisfies me more than accomplishment. It's bigger than money. And a shot at the title would, if I can heal up and I can get back and make sure this eye is okay and make sure my hands are okay, maybe fighting the winner of the December 5th show would be amazing. But also, I gotta say, I made weight a lot easier than I anticipated. I chose 154 pounds because I had been out for a while and I wasn't sure I could make my old weight class 147 pounds. But as you saw yesterday, Garrett, I weighed 2 pounds under. I think with a little more push, I could fight at 147. So my goal right now, of course, speaking, barring any injuries that keep me back or anything else, would be to fight for the 154-pound title and then possibly fighting for the 147-pound title. And like Conor McGregor likes to say, the double champ would be the goal.
That would be amazing, the double champ. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Paulie the Magic Man Malignaggi.
I need to give credit to Tyler Goodjohn.
Coming in.
I need to give credit to Tyler. He never got the credit he deserves. This man, anybody who is making money in bare-knuckle fighting right now, owes a big thank you to this guy. You understand me? Everybody likes to talk shit. Hey, forget those haters on Instagram, bro. Come on, man. You're bigger than that. They mean nothing. Opinions mean nothing. You know, one of opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, okay? This guy, anybody making money in bare-knuckle fighting right now, the return to big-time viewership of bare-knuckle fighting owes a big thank you to this guy right here. That's why he was chosen over a lot of you schmucks that were calling me out.
A quick word from you, Tyler, about your own performance and what Paulie's achieved tonight, even though it was a very, very close fight.
Yeah, it was a very close fight. It's nip and tuck, wasn't it? We both showed our boxing. Look, you know, I'm not going to, like, I thought I nicked it, but look, it is what it is. And, yeah, look, I wish Paulie all the best in the future. I'm out, I'm done. This was going to always be my last one, and I felt it in there, like, I don't want this anymore. I don't need it anymore.
Let me tell you, for somebody who didn't want it, you wanted it more than me late. For somebody who didn't want it, you wanted it more than me late, mate, okay? Don't sell yourself short. And if you are out, this guy is going to make a hell of a trainer, let me tell you. This guy knows all the little tricks, all the ins and outs. My kidneys are killing me, okay? My eye I didn't see out of this. He made me work for this victory, tooth and nail.
Paulie will be talking all night, and we love he does that. He'll be on the other side of the desk at the next event. Well done, Tyler. Brilliant work, both of you. Paulie Malignaggi, incredible respect between the two men. It's a pleasure to watch you fight tonight. Back to another couple of legends, or three of them, in fact, on the desk. Mike, Paul, and Tom.
Garrett, thank you very much. And I want to say, much like Paulie just did, Tyler Goodjohn, thank you for being the class act you have been all week. And I didn't know Tyler well until this week. And after the fighter meetings, I said to him, thank you for being pure class. Tom Ross, thank you. Paul Smith,
thank you.
Always an absolute pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Always. Let's take a look at our fight of the night, brought to you by Vortex, and we just saw it. 5 full rounds between El Tornado and the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi. Split decision victory for the former two-time gloved world champion. What a work of art by both men, and great respect is what this game is all about. Knockout of the night came in our title fight from the man who has a habit of doing so, Triple M, the Emperor of Bare Knuckle, Marvelous, Marco Martinjak. Knockout of the night, sponsored by Supro. After this great night of fights, we look forward to what is truly, on paper, the greatest main card in BKB history, and it is headlined by Gustavo Trujillo, defending his heavyweight belt. Jared Grant, defending his lightweight belt, and the rematch for the Super Middleweight Championship between the Welsh Wrecking Machine, Barry Jones, and LT Smash Nelson. Then Rocky takes on Rolando D when we finish the year in beautiful Cardiff, Wales, as Liam Reese looks for another title defense. We didn't know what to expect when you get two men coming in for the first time, but I'll tell you what, Ryan Gibbs made a massive statement. Reese Murray overcame and earned his first victory inside the mighty Trigon. The Baron. Boom! Probably thinking, Marco, why'd you stop that knockout of the night from me? Alex Wilson, simply outstanding. A celebration for Scott McHugh here at home. And a great performance turned in by the Mute. And he actually talked a lot in the post-fight interview. We saw it a moment ago, Podmore and Martinjak, and then the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, victorious after 6 years away from competition. This one, bare knuckle. For my partners, Tom Ross, Paul Smith, Garrett A. Davies, Mike Colbert saying so long. Until next time, we see you right back here inside the Trigon.